fuck am I gonna do with this?
He was just
situation?
watching with Terry as they fed this kid.
So if I'm understanding this right, we're looking for a MacGuffin. So we are
Well, you found them up.
we are helping this kobold's addiction so he can steal his shit.
Oh, he wasn't addicted before
no.
he got there.
So the MacGuffin was basically like a beacon to attract to a chamber, because the chamber itself didn't had any big magical capabilities, because not attracting anybody. So this was a particular item made, so everybody can like those who know can track it down and find the location. But they found the kobold instead, so they basically bribed the kobold with candy to show them where he found it.
Right. Okay.
Bug, potato.
And this is for Ducklick, isn't it?
Yeah, this is for your boy Ducklick resurrection into a lich.
Let's go.
Wait, hang on, whoa. When did we agree on that?
Last session.
Oh yeah, you missed that whole conversation.
Yeah, Vorm was his mind was somewhere else. Wait, we're helping resurrect the lich or turn him into a lich? Is that the current party plan?
Yes, something like the end goal of whatever you're gonna end up doing is lich.
He wants to be lich so he can help us with this dragon that is going to destroy everything and everyone. So
right, and I mean, of course you would, but we have made some kind of deal so that he doesn't just
he's trapped
snaps out of existence once we've kind of helped him.
Well, he's basically saying, either do this or we're all dead. So,
I mean, isn't
honestly,
that
at this point we're dead either way? So why not make
isn't that our return counted? Like, shut up, or Terry's dead.
Oh yeah, Vorm, I would like to make a point here, though. If he is a lich and he does go rogue, then the Platinum Seas is going to put him down, so we don't have to worry too much about that.
Well, we have to survive, but okay, yeah, fair enough. All right. Sure.
Well, I'm sorry. If he's life obsessed enough to become a lich, he isn't gonna he's not gonna throw it away to kill us.
You'd hope so, yeah.
You'd hope so.
And and Julie and Callie also have spelled Terry, so if it
double gay us if so all of a sudden if Duckling decides to go fucky wucky and take control of Terry without letting Terry
consent.
Well, basically, let his guard down.
Consent is important, people.
Yeah, basically, triple guys.
Yes. So basically, if he goes against Terry at all without Terry's consent, he will instantly get 15 d10 psychic damage.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So it's temporarily under control, is what you're telling me.
It's
under control. It's fine.
I mean, as long as he doesn't go, and the dice are on our side, the dice roller, I should say.
Oh goodness.
So. Oh boy, so yeah. Welcome to session 18, because I usually say when the session actually is, but I actually switch it in real time. So, yeah. Session 18, everybody, welcome. You're all alive. And hey, you can brag about it by session 18, you possibly led the resurrection of a lich.
Or, let's hope it doesn't we got killed by a lich, we resurrected at the end. But let's go on.
At what session? 40, 50, 60, 18.
To be fair, we have avoided dying. Well, most of us have avoided dying since. I've kind of
embraced.
He has embraced
death. All of us.
God damn it. So, yeah.
Wait, no, we got a new party member, so like I need to get another death count up one more to make up for a new party member.
Yeah.
Gotta reach equilibrium here.
And I'm having COVID. Hell yeah.
Like, don't worry. All it did to me was jack up my taste, and I can no longer enjoy salty goods
No,
anymore.
I'm fine. It's not like it's weekend. I'm just
Like
gonna chill.
popcorn and.
Shut up, Terry. You're walking a very thin life, through the thin line with a fucking lich inside of your body. Shut up. Or a
I'm
soul
playing
of a
Terry.
lich.
I'm playing Terry. I'm walking on a tightrope constantly.
I can make that fucking rope even tighter if you try to play. You know what they say? Fuck around and find out.
All right, he loses another finger.
Yeah, you already lost one finger, Terry. You want to lose another and another and another?
It would be a pretty cool thing to add on to the backstory.
You know, we're gonna find out at some point that you're like a cat. You haven't got infinite lives. You just got a number. You're burning through them real quick.
Yeah,
I mean, we had the conversation.
There's out there somewhere in Terry's like home village, hometown. There's just like a cat, just like Emil just fucking has a seizure for a few seconds and then comes back.
So you know what it actually is? You see, like every time I die, I slowly go more and more insane, and then
I mean, we
every time I die.
It turns out Ducklick was not real all along.
I mean, we found out the first time Terry died when he smacked a beehive.
Interesting. If I consume these pills that
brilliant.
say schizophrenia medicine, Ducklick just disappears.
I know, I'm gonna be honest here. That would have been an absolutely brilliant play. Ducklick not actually be a thing.
Just you losing your mind.
I'm the only one who could see him. The only evidence he's here is he starts acting up.
Yeah, his presence is you just talking at a slightly different pitch of your voice.
Yeah. That green eye glow is just precipitation.
Yeah. You're just conning us
And
all, aren't you?
I'm just like suppressing all of the actual truth of it. It's just.
The ring is just some random ring, just like, oh, I can't get it off.
But what if
Must be magic.
What if Terry was Ducklick all along and that was just his pseudonym? What if Terry was trapped in this body for so long and now sees like a handful of adventures like, I can use
What
these.
is your last name? My
look,
last
this is why
name is
Terry-
Ducklick.
I am
The
the
real reason Terry
Ducklick.
can't die is because Terry has been dead for a long time. I'm Ducklick.
This is Ducklick reincarnated.
Maybe that's why your souls fuse together so well. Who knows?
Eric
never
just be like, just getting rid of his notes, just like write new ones, like, yes,
Write it down.
like plot line all along.
Okay, as much as I would love to go on with this, I don't want to lose my voice at the beginning of the session.
Oh god,
Oh,
you don't
goodness.
sound too good.
No, laughing too hard will just kill my voice.
Okay, so I have a question because we reached 10-minute mark of because we've been live for 9 minutes now. So I have a question for all of you. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Oh, let's go.
This will be fun.
Cal, you there? Just in case.
I'm here.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
So, last we left off, you made your way to the shallow canyons, figured out that this is a hostile place with almost no signs of civilization, at the very beginning at least. So yeah, you found your way to hide for a bit so you can get yourself a plan, and you did. And of course, you all tried to make a deal with Ducklick for
Deal with Ducklick. I like it, the rhymes.
essentially basically asking, what is it for us? And Ducklick was like, if we don't do this, we're all dead. You
So
included.
are you though? Prod, poke, poke.
Yeah. So you basically came to an agreement that you're gonna discuss the actual terms of the agreement which you so desperately seek once you find the actual sanctum. So you don't know you actually can attempt the ritual and not figure out that it's all crumble and destroyed. Yeah. Also, triple Gaius on Terry for good measure. It's official, So yeah, had a nice sleep and went quite early in the morning through the canyons. You realizing that most of the wyverns are not passive, but like mind their own business and don't even see you as food or prey yet. And as you made your way, you found a black pit in one of the canyon parts, which not a single wyvern was there, and you went around it, and you figured out that that's a place where giant purple worms hang out, and that's why not a single wyvern was seen in that location. But throughout your journey around, you found a blood trail that leads towards the wyverns, and a silver soul sword that it was without an owner. You decided to pick it up and take it with you, and of course, you ended your long circle around the black part of the canyon and ventured downwards, seeing first signs of actual civilization in the terms of an actual smoke, as in somebody was making a campfire, and ironically or coincidentally enough, it also held the symbol you were seeking to locate the chamber, and you did find a kobold that was a recent escapee from the Underdark, making its first full meal that got interrupted by all of you, and another deal was struck between them. So, very simply put, Julie gives candy. The Dragonborn, not Dragonborn, the kobold.
Dragonborn, he grows up so fast.
Shut up. And the kobold shows you where he got the shiny little trinket. And yeah, an hour or so passes until the deal is made, and a bunch of food later, the kobold scooches into one of the cracks in the canyon, which reveals a damp, wet cave, which after additional 20 minutes, you start to hear all voices. And a crack in the cave you were walking that emanates pristine blue light. As you look into the crevice, you see two drow, a male and a female, discussing their discovery in the Undercommon, figuring out the origin of what this is, and seeing if they can salvage it. And if they do, what to do with the dead human in one of the in one side of the room. So with that being said and done, you're outside in the caverns. It's pitch black. The only source of light is the runes that emanate inside the chamber with the two drow, and of course you're not noticed by them as they're too busy focusing on discussing what to do with them, trying to figure out
Driscoll birth.
Yeah, so that being said and done, what would you like to do? God damn it, work.
You forgot to mention the kobold was turned into a rat by Ducklick. So I have him tucked away in my bag. And
alright,
yeah. We still thin.
Would they reasonably hear us whispering here? Or should we just straight up telepath?
I mean, they're busy talking between each other.
We did stealth, and I did have pass without trace. Pass without trace is still up, although it doesn't cover.
So kind of okay. So like real quiet whisper, like, I think I want to approach this.
Or should we try to talk and see what they're doing? Or should we try to... I don't think if we should start trying to fight. We don't know how many of them are here, or if it's just they said it was just the two of them, but we don't know how far their home or base is.
Right. Locate. Sure. Surfer again.
So we're going to try diplomacy with these.
I
Before
can
we jump
only
into this.
do that once per long rest. So.
How about one of us tries diplomacy and the rest of us prepare to murder them in the dark?
With that
We
said,
could.
I'd expect
given
no
we're
less from our rogue,
I
but
think
yeah.
this is. I think, given we're underground here, this is kind of a dwarf situation.
I don't think.
Gentlemen,
think,
what are you doing in my house?
I don't think the dwarven architect is gonna work in this situation.
No, but they'll think you belong here. Come on. Wait, okay, with that said though, I'm gonna look over at the where they're talking at, like, wait, Duck, like, is this what you're looking for exactly?
They did say there was a body over there, so.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Ducklick to respond to that. But...
Ducklick would say, "This seems to be the right chamber. Only two foes in front of us."
So theoretically, if we just throw these guys out and barricade the chamber, you could do all you needed to do?
It depends on the condition of the chamber, but from the crack, it looks intact. It might take an hour, if not longer.
Sounds perfect.
We could. I do know. Julian can disguise ourselves.
That said,
yeah.
I can.
Can we peek through the crack and get a good look at what they're wearing? See if there's anything notable, maybe even a clan symbol or anything like that.
Perception.
Clan symbol?
I mean, yeah. Julie knows what's up. Perception.
Took that way too literally.
Can I assist with that since I'm looking?
Oh God. So. You immediately realize that the male person who is talking has two long swords strapped to his sides and wearing this blackish leather armor, while the female drow has this silver sacrificial blade, if you will, this very nice ornate blade on the side, and you see that she also wears this black clad chainmail, as they're both well equipped and dressed. You don't see any insignias or some like any recognition of any symbol that would associate them to any specific faction, and the armor roll just has this darkish grayish tones to them, no bright colors.
Okay. I will immediately disguise self to look more like her.
Do their weapons look similar to the silver sword that I now possess?
Well, with your passive perception again, and of course,
passive perception.
You would know. Well, not like this. These are long swords. Well, this is like those are longer swords than you have, but it looks like it's made in similar fashion, if not from the same metal or type of metal that you have the blade that is.
Okay. Yeah, basically, I'm trying to put together, like, would this have belonged to one of them? Assuming that it's one of...
Yeah, you don't see that the sword that you have would match their designs that they have.
Okay.
So the female drow is just kind of expecting the glowing runes, while the male is like kind of turning any movable objects and just seeing if there's any trinkets, gold, or jewelry he can take. But there's from where you're looking at the crack, there's
Do
just
they just look like looters, basically? Maybe a bit
a
more
highly
organized, but
highly dressed looters, yeah, but
okay, just very successful looters.
maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to also disguise self to make myself look like a drow.
All right then. I say we set up a ambush to murder them, and if the negotiations go south, I'll close off exits, and you guys can prepare to take them out. Julie, I think you got the negotiation.
I was thinking, since can't Kelly turn someone invisible? If she could, either Terry or Vaughn, to keep Terry quiet with with this. If he could move in with us, or Vaughn, in case there is an attack, Vaughn would get the advantage, an advantage strike.
If you're using invisibility, use it on Vorm. I can take the hit.
Yeah, I can do that.
Plus, Vorm can use the self more effectively. I'd imagine after the whole disarming, legging collection you've built up.
So who knows the Underdark?
Undercommon.
Julie's
Undercommon. Sorry.
I know Underdark. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Julie's the only one.
Yeah. So Julie, you see that you realize that they actually got here quite recently, as they're discussing if they found anything, and the male asks the female what kind of runes, and says mostly necrotic, and says that they should probably report this to the matriarch. So there's powerful magics involved, but there's no lootable evidence, unless, and one of them looks at what you assume is the location where the corpse is, and the male just immediately protesting, "No, I will not drag some stupid, smelly old service dweller's corpse back to the matriarch. You want me hanged?"
I will let everyone know a general overview of what's being said, and we honestly can't let them tell anyone about this, so I guess we're going to have to move a little bit less diplomatic. Honestly. But I'll see what I can do.
Alright then, I get ready to cast Wall of Stone to close up all the exits.
I turned Vorum invisible.
Cool.
Yeah, if I'm invisible, I will try and slink into the corner.
Oh, it tried to slink into the corner in the chamber?
Probably.
Uh-oh, he got
Wait, hang on.
If you're invisible and you stay within 30 feet, because I still have pass without trace up, so you can just.
How big is this whole area, or the two rooms?
Okay, so to put in perspective, the cave, there's a natural cave you've been walking, and it's like 10 feet tall and maybe 6-7 feet wide, and eventually you stumbled upon just a crack to the side of the wall, like a natural stone wall that has been cracked, and in it you see the blue glow, and inside it you see a chamber that's probably like 20-25 feet long from the crack to the other side, but you don't really know, and you see like the drow there investigating, and you basically are either by one side of the crack or from each side of the crack.
And are they looking away from us or towards us?
They're not acknowledging the crack at all. They're either looking at the walls or talking to each other.
Well, in that case, if Julie's gonna walk in and try and talk to them, I should probably go in before they do to avoid, them actually looking in this direction. So yeah, I will at least try and go through the crack.
Okay, stealth check. The crack is big enough for to pass, maybe like 4 or 5 feet wide.
Just be one with a rock. You got
it. When I say crack, it's it's a big crack. It's not like
develop just like a lizard, just change the color.
Did you roll with
that wasn't even with advantage, but I will.
No.
You
Did you
roll
roll with a
dice.
+10 because pass without trace?
Oh shit, no I didn't. Okay, in that case it's 40.
Casual.
I am become one with the cave.
I just imagine you just hear Worm go boom and then
Literally just like a pop as the air itself
no
vanishes.
the World of Warcraft stealth sound. Yeah. So, going through the crack, just going in, you realize that, the room.
Literally.
So, here's the interesting thing that you realize. First of all, perception check, and second of all, insight check, Vorum, because you're first one to enter the chamber.
Okay, in that order, that was perception then
and
insight. Perception is that. Nat 20.
Ooh.
This is going to be all my good rolls straight away.
Yeah, when I start rolling, it's gonna be crap. You're using up all the
And then
rolls.
insight. What is my?
Okay. Oh god, 19. That's pretty good. So, walking into the thing, you immediately start to see runes glowing. There's no actual source of light besides the blue, like light bluish glowing runes in the room that are, like, at first looks like, randomly, but it looks like it has how to say this, an order to it, like some sort of action. Second thing you see is not like a glass coffin, if you will, or a box, and inside you see an old, decrepit human corpse.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're chilling. And with your high, because the DC was 25, you look around and you basically see that everything, like the runes at the ground level, they're like scattered around. But the more you go upwards towards the ceiling, which the ceiling is maybe 20-30 feet, you realize that more and more runes are congealed towards that. Like more and more are inscribed to the point that like the very top of the ceiling looks like it's just a web with a bunch of random nonsense on it. And in the very middle, there's a stone of bright teal coloration that is like slowly shimmering and spinning, like slow, like caught midair and slowing. With your insight check, that is an Ardean Crystal. So, an Ardean Crystal, Ardean Crystals are extremely powerful and usually are one of the main things to cast epic levels of magic, 10 and higher. And in the black market, these things can go for several 100,000 gold pieces. These are the things that make the floating cities float.
Don't touch it.
Touchy.
No.
I
mean, you can, because it's like 30 feet. What a goblin's gonna climb?
We're just like, ooh, shiny light.
No. He's immediately looking around to see how he can climb up the wall.
No. I would love to relay any of this information, but I also don't want to break stealth, so I won't.
Uh-huh.
And so these two, are they paying attention to that, or are they paying attention to the
no
dead guy?
You see, like, here's the thing. Now they're basically like the female is kind of looking at the male and the corpse that is preserved, while the male is kind of arguing with her, like saying like
Ooh, it's preserved.
Yeah, I mean, and they kind of are on the opposite side of the crack, maybe a bit to the left, as they're kind of just having this discussion. Of course, you don't comprehend, but they're having like a discussion that slowly but surely is getting into like an argument. And
fight,
Julie, you basically understand that the female drow, as drow society dictates, is the superior to the male, and she essentially starts to command them, while the male retaliates, saying that what you are commanding me to do is gonna basically lead me to my death. And now they're just having a full-blown argument.
So they're arguing about trying to move the body, and we don't want that.
Okay, well, if I'm through the crack, I'm gonna try and position myself off to the side so I'm not like in front of the actual entrance anymore. I'm gonna try and not touch any of the glowing runes as much as I can, and then I'm going to wait for Julie to come in.
So, question, Julie, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm going to take a deep breath, dust myself off, try and hold myself as high regard as possible, and slip through the crack.
Immediately, okay, so question, how are you gonna try to look like the female, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, immediately, the male drow immediately, immediately his eye shifts towards the crack, immediately seeing the drow, his, eyes widen, there's a bit of sudden fear as he immediately, gets on his knee and just takes a knee.
As he realized he's outnumbered.
As, slowly but surely, the female just looks upon the male and looks at you. Says, sister.
Sister, it's lovely to see you. I heard you two arguing. What's going on here? Yes, I'm speaking this all in Undercommon.
Well, while we were looking for the escapee, we stumbled upon this chamber just quite recently, and now we're discerning the potential value or danger to the whole operation. We're discussing as she kind of looks towards the male, and you see he has this complete utter submission pose, a head bent full forward, almost on it, on his whole force, just kind of being, and you see there's sweat pouring on the floor. As we were discussing, my subordinate is gonna transport the body over here, as she kind of gives a hand motion towards the human body in the glass tomb,
shiny,
to the matriarch, so she can discern what's the next following concern of action. Isn't that right, Kale? As she kind of raises her voice, and Kale just kind of slightly nods his head. Yes, mistress. Of course, mistress.
Okay, this isn't gonna work out.
Even heads do prevail here. Do you honestly believe the matriarch needs to see the corpse of some long dead human who's obviously in some sort of tomb? What use would that be to us? We need to move on. There's escapees to deal with.
Roll me persuasion check.
I believe in you, Julie. So what about all those good rolls? We know what's gonna happen now, don't we?
Let me just make sure here.
It's plus 16, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's plus 16. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
20.
They kinda.
Min limits. Where are those?
They kind of look at each other, and you see the male Kale is just kind of be like, yes, mistress, and tries to stand up, and then the female drow just kind of gives a hand motion to stop, and then looks at you, Julie, and just she kind of eyes you down a bit. Says,
Intelligence check. I know what you do.
Insight.
Insight. I thought it was investigation. Except for
We
different types.
were not gone for long, so it's very peculiar how you were sent here alone, not to mention where your subordinates.
Oh, I mean, him? And I'll point back towards the crack. Get your ass in here.
I step in, looking like a male drow.
What would he contribute to this conversation, honestly? I told him to wait and guard the gate.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Advantage. Come on, now.
Advantage. Yeah, you deserve that.
I step in and I kneel down and I'm like making myself look like I'm just like the other drow.
Just don't talk. Say you've been disallowed to talk.
It's like I can't speak.
Oh, that's
One more.
That's bad. No, you should, you don't space.
Probably do roll, so you don't get an automatic one.
No. You don't. What's it called? No spaces between the pluses.
Oh, okay, 1 second.
Woo!
Fast. For the advantage. Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby!
You're trying, I believe.
There we go. Okay. 24.
Okay.
That was a struggle. I used up a lot of bad luck, thank you.
Roll me an insight check.
Insight, alright.
Okay, so immediately, she had some doubts about you, very, and then immediately as Gen just comes along, just kneels, and you assert your dominance. She immediately looks almost impressed, if not a bit outmatched.
Julie is in her element, of course she does.
As she drops the snarky and how to say this, higher standing of herself, and goes to play neutral, and just she kind of nods her head and just says, "With me, servant," as she immediately exits out the crack, which begs to differ a simple question. Terry!
Terry! Because Callie could just fly up and stay above their eyes.
Callie, Terry, what are you gonna do?
Well, if it's non-violent, then as I said, I will not absolutely destroy them.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
She's walking out.
She's walking out.
I thought the negotiations went well.
Yeah.
She's going to see you if you don't do something.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, if that's the case, I guess I'll just, close off the entire room. If we don't want them away, then I'll...
No. You're by the crack. They're gonna exit the crack. They think that there's a drow, and they see a fucking human.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
Oh, I thought they were doing something completely different.
I cast reduce on Harry, making him small, and pick him up and fly up.
Oh my god.
I don't resist the effects of...
Okay, both of you roll me stealth checks.
There should be some...
Does he get advantage since he's small?
I'm tiny!
No, Bo rolls stealth, because he wears armor.
Vorum is waiting to hear the what the fuck. He's gonna stab him in the back.
Wait, if this is just about to happen, I'm getting a spell already. Just letting you know.
When Terry oh God.
Oh no. Oh no. If I don't
Wait,
roll
do we
successful-
still have the Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Wait,
22.
Reroll with a plus 17.
Okay.
Oh no! So, you know what it sounds like when you drop a heavy rock, but it makes a grunt sound.
Okay. So to paint the picture, you or Julie to continue their search, and they kind of nod, and the female goes out, Kale goes second. Callie just picks up Terry with the reduce spell, and they exit the chamber, and all of a sudden you just it's heavy, and you lose the grip, and it just kind of you just see Terry just fucking plummet, like people exit out, and you just see this fucking small human child, because that's what shrink essentially does to you at the moment.
I don't have any facial hair, so I definitely look like a child.
Yeah, and you just immediately plump to the ground with a fucking ouch, and immediately both drow look at you.
I look like wait. Have you seen my mother? I wanted to say.
Okay, Terry, what are you gonna do? I'm curious, cause Callie.
Oh, like literally, I look at it. I try to pretend to be a harmless child to get
Performance.
And, oh come on, this is just.
Vorum is right behind them. He's like ready to stab him in the back.
Vorm's also visible now because
They're not looking my way though. My stealth is still 30.
I one second. I need to make sure.
it's like I'm like reaching for my bow. Like oh
This is
god.
a clearly deceptive act. I am upset performance is being used, but I'm gonna use it.
You know what? Deception. Let's go.
Okay.
Better do something quick. Reduce only lasts for 1 minute.
Maybe because you're shrinked, and all of a sudden your umbilical cord, not umbilical, your vocal cords are yeah. Shut up. You sound like a peep squeak, and you ask, "Where's my mommy and mom?" So with that deception, you immediately see that the male drow draw his swords and it fully takes a fighting position, and you see the drow female taken up by a surprise, and then she kind of walks closer to you, Terry, and she has this very villainous smile on her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remember, consent is important.
As she leans towards you, Terry, and says in common, my, what a small little child we have, lost far away.
Right.
What is everybody doing at this point? Because at the
Vorum's literally
I
doing this
feel like
move.
I am probably just over their heads. I'm gonna
Yes.
cast spiritual weapon.
wait,
Don't cast anything yet. Don't cast
before.
anything.
Oh, okay. I won't cast it
Okay.
yet. I won't cast
Yeah.
it yet.
Okay,
But
so,
I'm going to just in
okay,
case.
Okay, so of course, Callie, nobody sees you. Vorum, nobody sees you, and you behind them. You behind the male who's drawn his swords, and to put in perspective,
Telepathically tell dwarf,
you both can see Gen and Julie through the crack that you see, the drow standing there, and you see the male is taking position. You of course. Vorum, you're basically inches behind the guy, and the drow, the female, now walks 10 feet away from from the male and looks towards Terry, kind of just like leans in, just kind of like. And Terry, there's this fucking look of like pleasure, but very, very wild pleasure. The one that befits a drow.
So wait, like the one like that Vorm got from his creepy girlfriend, or like what?
The kind that's going to murder children, kind?
Yeah, like on a scale of
Can
1 to like, I'm dead.
Can I just give a reference of Dark Eldar and you'll be satisfied? Like, Worm gets it. Worm gets it.
Okay, I have a plan here. Like, I'm gonna
being a child will not save you.
So I'm just saying, is anybody gonna do anything at this point? Otherwise,
okay. Upon hearing, are you my?
Let me do this.
Upon hearing you, are you my mommy?
Okay. Okay. Upon hearing the thud and the can you help me find my mommy? I will immediately whip around and look at Gen. And
Tiny Terry, new name.
I'll immediately look at Gen and scream out, "You worthless whelp! Why did you not bring the prisoner with you? Go get him immediately!"
I wanted to stab her.
I like scramble up and like I draw the silver soul and like go grab the kid.
Are you gonna try?
Tiny Terry does not murder this day, unfortunately.
Try to grab the kid. Terry. So again, when you try to snatch Terry away, your hand immediately gets grabbed by the drow, by the female, and immediately she kind of pushes you away. Terry, you just see fucking a tinier version of Ducklick just kind of squatting next to you, just looking at the drow, and just kind of looks at the drow, who's like all smiles, who says, "Wild creature. How about we kill her?"
I think I kind of look back at as I get pushed away. I kind of look back at Julie like, and kind of just shake like this isn't going to work. By the way, reduce only lasts for 1 minute.
It's been like 10 seconds.
Yeah. I'll tell you how much time you have. You have like 2 rounds, in. So, let's go. So,
this describes my emotional state
so
right
a
now.
question. You're a child. There's a creepy old drow lady saying that, "Are you lost, little kid?" Fucking Ducklick, the green shade of Ducklick looks with utter disgust at the drow.
I kind of back up and I'm going to draw my bow.
Wait, is that your action?
I'm not like I'm gonna like start to pull it because I'm like this is not gonna go well.
What are you gonna say, Julie? Because you see that Gen did not get Terry, but now is preparing to draw a bow on the drow.
What the hell are you doing, you worthless whelp? Get out of the way, let me grab him. And I'll step forward and get within arm's distance of the drow reaching for Terry.
Okay.
Correction, Tiny Terry while reduced. Use the phone.
What?
Why would you draw on the superior? You, kneel, stare at the ground.
Stare at the ground.
Terry, again, you're gonna do that?
I will kneel like my bow is still in hand.
And get out of our sight. Get behind her.
Like I move in position. I kind of shuffle.
So
behind.
Julie, you get the familiar grab of the drow lady as she just kind of doesn't even looks at you and just says, "Very peculiar, because if I'm correct, there's not a single human settlement for hundreds, if not thousands of miles away, and here you are with a child. Interesting."
Drow things.
It's gonna look like.
So you must understand my excitement in finding one.
Roll me persuasion.
Whoa! Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
Roll me persuasion check. Julie, the power to do persuasion checks.
Julie!
Holy hell. 18.
Dang.
So, Tiny Terry to Julie Mother Crave Island. But for real. So again, you're graveling at the feet. Callie, you're above, nobody sees you. Worm, you're behind the male, and Julie, you're having this discussion.
Should we roll initiative now?
Right. Should we just go?
At this range, at this angle.
Oh no. So here's what. So here's the interesting part.
I just can't wait for Worm just this leg another.
So Terry, you just hear. Let me deal with her. From Ducklick.
It's probably the best idea, but at the same time, I want to stab something. Let's see. Actually, one second. I need to think about something. All right. I'm gonna need to shuffle something in my head. So, great question. So you said that our friend Ducklick here feels everything I feel, right?
Yes.
Alright, so Ducklick gets a headache before just hearing it. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, go for it?
Yeah, at this point, look.
Okay.
It's falling apart really quickly, and right now I'm pretending to be a child getting
Okay.
fought over by two.
Okay. So, Julie.
You start hearing
Yeah.
it.
So Julie, while you grab the kid and you say your thing, and she kind of looks at you and smiles, says, "Ah, yes, sure. I can see through your deceit now. You vile scum, you're gonna..." And you see she draws her blade, but as soon as she draws her blade, you see a sudden shift in Terry's eyes to the solid green.
As this kid.
Let's quickly see how dexterous this girl is with disadvantage. Oh my god, natural 20! Oh wait,
But
no,
good
that's
thing
a
it's
16.
disadvantage.
That's a 16. Oh
That's
god.
a 6.
Oh god, give me a second.
That doesn't even beat my DC. You're right.
So, give me a second. Oh boy, so, oh god. Give me a second, I just need to
I
check.
hope you're ready to Worm.
Okay, so it is 1, 2, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 9, 19. Okay. 19d6 plus 40. As Ducklick cast disintegrate at 9th level.
I was just saying, what?
You're all of a sudden you just see Terry's green eyes just fucking shift as he kind of said.
Like this kid
you see
floats
Julie.
up
You
from
see
the
Julie.
air?
A shank was about to come, but you see from your vision, just Terry just fucking lets a fucking bolt in through her chest as she recoils. And now initiate everybody. And Terry, not Terry, Worm, you held action, so.
Yes, should I just roll the attack or?
Yeah, roll to attack. Let's go. Because critical potentially. Let's go.
I've just become the horror movie.
19 to hit.
Oh, don't you have advantage? at this
You
point?
do have
With
advantage.
that-
Yeah. 26 to hit.
26 hits. So roll damage.
Attack!
Give me a second.
It's a sneak attack.
Over
It's
the
got
legs.
advantage. Go for the leg. Take the leg.
Oh yeah, that's the signature move at this point. I'm still rolling. Hang on.
Rolling for initiative, right?
Give me a second. After damage, you can roll initiative. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, 41. Hell yeah. Nice. Give me a second. So everybody, roll initiative. The female got fucking roasted for 110 necrotic, and Worm did 41 as a fighting broke out. So, give me a second. Let me just get a pen and paper.
Question: is Ducklick fighting here?
Yes.
Okay.
But roll initiative for him.
Alright, does he have any pluses?
No, it's your initiative. Let's go.
I don't.
So now question. Yeah. So. Okay, so first would be, of course, Cat. No, first would be Gen, then Terry, then Worm. You rolled initiative.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
Terry,
Tally.
The natural 20. Wait, does that make my second natural 20 today? I rolled twice.
Okay, Worm, and of course. Give me a second. I'm just gonna roll for the lady. And I'm gonna roll for the dude. Okay, give me a second. Oh god, so the lady does start first. Jesus. Oh god. Okay.
I thought she was disintegrated.
No, she's still alive with the... She got roasted. Her skin is now sickly and decaying, but she's still alive as she screams in pain because she got zapped for a fucking lot.
Maybe kind of some questions he said to him, like, why didn't you maximize?
You wish. You fucking wish. But
yes, very much so. You could have used the wish spell either.
Shut up. Okay, Jesus Christ. And so comes the first. The first round comes from the drow lady. Julie, roll me a dexterity saving throw as she's gonna cast a disintegrate on you.
On me?
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I counterspell that at 6th level.
Oh my god, what a giggle.
Callie.
Go.
Yeah. So, and now since you basically see the manifestation of fucking greenish lightning in her hand, she kind of extends it and just nothing happens. She immediately swings. She kind of just immediately grabs her blade with the bonus action and tries to swing at you. So let's see. Does a 27. Nice.
Yeah, 27 is gonna hit.
Yeah. Do you have radiant resisted by chance?
I do not.
Gotcha. Okay. So you take 12 points of radiant damage as the blade, as she kind of swings it, you see just immediately just slightly lights up in this pristine silverish glow and smacks you. She is angry. She is angry. So yeah, but you're 12 hit points down. And at that point, it would be... a second. At this point, it would be Gen's turn. Gen, what would you like to do? You're groveling at the ground.
I'm going
Y'all
to
trick, you fool.
I'm going to stand up. I made sure that I was at least 10 feet back from them, so I'm not in melee. So I'm going to shoot my bow.
Okay, who are you gonna shoot at, the male or the female?
Female. I'm going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike, which will give me the advantage on this hit. So 18 hit.
18 misses.
Damn. Okay. I got one more shot. Baby. That misses.
Yeah. So, that's the end of your turn. Now it's Terry's turn. Terry, you all of a sudden you just see the bolt hits. She, gets caught by the pain. She tries to fry Julie and then shanks her. And you see Terry, you hear an echo in your mind. Go. End this. As he kind of does like this fork formation with your fingers, and one of them targets you, and another targets Worum, who's now behind the male, and both of you got haste. You both are hasted, and immediately with his bonus action, he drops his haste. Terry got a single action lift. Laying on the ground with your blade by your side.
I have a single action. Alright, let's make this count. Alright, we're gonna have to really make this count. How am I gonna do this? I'm guessing, by the way, the spell of Reduce and Enlarge has broken concentration.
I don't think so, because Callie has still not dropped it, and she used the counterspell. So, counterspell is not a concentration spell, so technically you're still small.
Fair enough. Callie, would you mind just dropping that real quick so I can handle it at full size?
I snap my fingers and he's back to normal.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. So I guess at this point, I would let's just go for a charge at this point.
Okay.
And we are going to I fear her. She looked like she's in like really nice AC armor.
I mean, she adores this very nice black metal chainmail, which, I mean, the first two shots from Gensh, it basically essentially deflected.
Alright. Yes. Alright. You know what? That's the case. And this is like the first time I'm gonna be able to cast ridiculous magic at anything. They're both alive right now, right?
Yes.
Well, if those two targets, Chain Lightning seems pretty appropriate.
Jesus.
And with that said, if we're doing Chain Lightning here, I would like to slap another 3 sorcery points on that to maximize it, if that'd be and if I remember correctly, Chain Lightning being at 10d8. Maximized.
Wait a minute. You're not the level of sorcery yet.
Not a level of 2. Hey, you know what? You can maximize it at this level. I'm certain of it.
Can you?
Well, I can double check real quick. That's not a problem.
Let me check FAQ. Oh god.
Am I, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm quickly just looking at it. Honestly, fuck, I don't see where I put it. God damn it.
I can grab a screenshot if you prefer.
Sure.
Alright. It's...
Because I think it was 14 level.
If I remember correctly, 14 holds Divine Magic, Quicken, and Shielding. Echo, Extended, and Maximize are level 8+.
Oh, shit! Okay, yeah. Okay. So, what's the damage? Wait, don't they need to...
They need to make a save first. That's what they need to do first.
What save?
I think it's a dex save. I'm double checking. It might be a
dex save? Okay, roll for the drow lady.
Like I said, it
14,
might be fun.
fuck.
Checking.
And then roll for the dude. Oh my god, 14, 16.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because no matter what, they're failing that check.
80. 80 if I'm guessing, right?
Yes, it's 82.
Oh my
I'm not sure how
fuck.
much it does for the second person, but it's 80 for at least. Which is
So
her.
so what
Just
you
definitely-
basically see is both of them like the drow looks like fucking shanked and fried a bit. The drow in the front looks like she's hanging on by the thread. As she starts to deeply breathe in and breathe out and barely holding her knife.
She's still standing.
She's still standing.
Oh, she's not gonna be doing much more after any. Literally. What about the guy? Is he doing okay? He does full 80 damage, by the way. It does.
Yeah. So, Worum, you're up.
So, is the guy dead?
No, he's still alive. He got.
Holy
fucking-
shit! You impressed me, mate. Well, I'll try and decapitate him again.
You got haze,
By
by the way.
decapitate, I don't mean his head, I mean like his waist.
Yeah, you got haze. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, shit. Last.
Of course, you know.
Nah, that was awful.
That's a miss.
I'm gonna just try that again. Why not? That was absolutely terrible.
That's a
25.
hit.
Yay. Do I have? Which way is he facing towards me or towards his?
Towards.
Front.
He's. You're behind him. He didn't face you.
So
Yeah,
Like-
I think he's aware of usage.
Yeah,
You know,
he was.
once,
yeah.
He's
So-
more.
Just checking. Never mind. Okay. 19. And that was 2 actions, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
And anything else I can do? How close are they together, by the way? Because they were like in the actual.
8-9 feet apart. So about 10. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's me done, isn't it?
So
I'd also like to clarify that in that moment, I did more damage than Duck.
shut up. Okay, so now the male drow. Bonus action is gonna rage and gonna turn around you, Terry. I'm gonna fucking try to hit you twice.
Okay, reaction shield. Right? I believe. Wait, is it projectiles or is it any hit? I need to double check.
D20, natural 20 for the first hit.
Oh crap, I don't have Andamite. That's gonna hit. Obviously.
Okay, and now we're gonna go for the other hit just in case. Okay,
that's not gonna
17
hit
does
you,
not
right?
hit, so. Let's see. Question. Do you have any resistance against radiant or necrotic?
Psychic, I believe, is my only resistance.
I'm asking Vorum because Vorum is getting hit, not you, Terry.
Oh, crap, I thought I was gonna hit.
No, the male turns around and tries to fucking.
Oh, I thought you said the female. I just not.
Female went for Julie.
No.
Okay. So let's see now.
I'm glad I'm not being hit. That feels pretty great.
Okay, so give me a second. I just need to double check. Oh God. So. 12 plus d6 plus 6 plus 54.
Yeah, I'm
Double.
definitely using my uncanny dodge.
Oh no! So you take 54 damage for the con damage because this is a crit. So
Was
if
it?
you do, yeah, this is a
Oh,
crit.
shit.
Yeah, so you take 54 damage because if not, one.
Oh yeah, so it goes back up again. Okay, fine.
Oh, I'm really glad I wasn't hit because I don't have.
Yeah. So. Hey. Okay. Give me a second. So.
Because that would have been over 100 damage.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would have been over 100. So yeah, he takes it. He has.
Thank you, Gorm, for being a better tank than me.
No problem.
I have a cure name.
Gorm is like his beard stands on end.
So, with that being said and done, Callie, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna look like one of those like honey dipper things.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
I'm going to cast it at 5th level.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna be right probably where the guy is, since he probably has more hit points.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
I think that was my bonus action, since Spiritual Weapon to cast it is a bonus action. So,
You can attack with. You can cast it and attack with it.
I'm gonna.
Get a better one for this one.
Screw it. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt at the dude.
Lightning bolt on the dude. Does he need to succeed anything? A dex save?
Double check. Yep, Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. A 25.
That is okay. Yeah, that succeeds, but he still takes half of that damage.
What's the damage?
Well, I have to do 8d6.
Roll.
Is that gonna hit anybody else? Because that's lying.
No, because she can literally, she has the high ground, so she can aim for the ground.
She's just shooting straight down.
You take half of 33 damage.
So 17. Give me a second. 17. Oh, the boy was still standing.
Yeah. The guy that was like raging and going after.
Yeah, Warren is alive.
Yeah.
Julie, you're up. In front of you, there's a very, very angry drow that you see. Her pretty dark face has a bunch of scarring tissue, and it's starting gray out. She's not looking too hot.
I would say that after 2 volleys from Terry's body of like plus 100 damage each.
So,
I do believe I warned you not to touch the child.
Yeah, like imagine like her from her perspective. Child starts like his eyes go green, launches 9th level spell.
And I will go ahead and just open my cloak and cast Animate Object on all 10 of my silver daggers and have them attack.
oh my god.
The goblin daggers activate.
Yes!
Roll to hit.
Tiny tappers, let's go.
Just
second.
roll to hit.
Just roll.
You know why I just say just roll to hit?
It's because she has like 1 health left.
Okay, I got a phone call. Give me a second.
Emotional damage.
Oh my gosh.
What? Will any of them hit? All of them? Yes.
Just point blank. Stop.
Just start scraping.
Yeah.
Cool. So here's the thing. The first 2 daggers just like get deflected. She just kind of waves it around. One of them just hits into her fucking neck, and she just kind of immediately collapses. The rest dagger just fucking sink into her without any problem.
No!
And she just kind of collapses on the ground, dead. That's 1 drow dealt with. And anything else, Julie?
Bonus action, I will inspire Vorum.
Woo! Sheesh! Okay, top of the round. Let's see. The female drow gone. Again.
Okay. Only the guy to deal with. I'm going to bonus action Nature's Veil, which turns me invisible, and I'm going to shoot at him with advantage.
That's a hit. Let's go.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's see.
I seem being the stunt man for this. It's saying, okay, just lay down here with 1,000 arrows and you.
Okay, let's see. That's a
Honestly, I
D8.
think that was CGI. That like Spinny was told just shake violently, don't fall down.
Could have been.
D6.
But at the same time, you'd be surprised how much easier it is to work with props sometimes than CGI.
Just fucking just shoot him a bunch of times.
Well, I think no. I want to clarify. I think the arrows that are like flying towards him are CGI. I think the arrows being placed upon him are not.
Nah, that'd be too much work.
Oh no, that's actually a lot of things. It's a normal thing.
That's not. What did you even roll?
He's rolling an inferno. What are you doing?
Fuck. Oh gosh.
Call upon the dark gods.
I'm trying. Fuck. Thing wants to act up. Okay, I'm trying to roll a D8 plus D6 plus 10.
I tried to roll a d8 plus d6 and accidentally broke reality.
Accidentally does over 100.
Let's see.
Woo! Yeah, he's still alive. You just kind of shoot him through like left side of his chest, but he's still holding on, clutching by his very being.
Right.
You better be having like some being powers about right now. You're gonna be clutching like one of your special. You'll be holding on to life at this point.
Alright. We never discussed if my bow, the dragon scale bow, is extra.
You never knew its property, so you don't know what it does.
Did you identify magic with things?
No, they just attune him for like, interesting.
Oh no. Oh. I hope someone has it stuff. Hey, Worm, don't you have that spell?
Worm has no
like-
spells.
My magical ability is
Yeah.
not that impressive.
So again, do you got anything else you want to do or nothing?
Oh, shoot. Okay. I have one more shot.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit. Let's go.
I'll be right back. Tell me what his body looks like in the end.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this again?
Alright, so invisibly I take 2 shots, 1 shot in the chest, 1 shot in the neck.
One shot at the chest, another goes for the neck, and he drops the weapons, and he kind of tries to like clutch his chest, not chest, but like his neck. But he kind of just falls forward dead. And with that, combat is officially over. Hell yeah! Congratulations! Now you have 2 drow corpses at your disposal.
2 drunk.
Okay.
Great.
In spite of combat being over, because that bitch stabbed me, I'm just gonna stand there with my daggers and just constantly continue to barrage the body.
Right. Well, she barrages the bodies. I want to collect their weapons.
All I'm just saying. So, Julie, you know at this point how the sound of like the knife piercing flesh feels like, but at some places it just feels crunchy.
Something's wrong.
I'm sad I
think
never
we need
got to use my spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
So I'm like, we should probably pull these bodies on the inside of this chamber and probably get this started before other people try to start figuring out. We don't know how loud we were with all the ruckus.
I will drag the guy. I guess he's kind of like, not even through like the gap. He's still in the other room. I'll just
Guessing
pull
he's
him
dead.
back through.
So drag like as it's being stabbed. Drag the people.
It's like pull it an
Like-
inch, dagger. Pull it another inch, dagger.
Like I'm trying to avoid the daggers myself as I'm drinking.
Oh yeah, I'm not like pulling him from like the chest, I literally like his ankles, just like come on.
Right, like I think just like I like snatch one arm and like pull it, and the dagger's like stabbing into the arm, almost severing it. And I'm trying to get it into the deeper.
Okay. If we're all within the crack at this point, like into the ritual chamber.
And yeah, I'm collecting all of their weapons.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I'm gonna-
brush off my hands and then go, oh, by the way, and just point up. Didn't really get a chance to mention that before.
I'm going to minor illusion the crack closed because if what they said is correct,
Okay.
I haven't been here long.
So Terry,
Well, either way, I'm close enough,
Ducklick
either way.
requires your body now, saying it's
Of course he does.
It is time.
Alright, so
I
the
like how you
chaos
take
is-
that out of context. It sounds so strange. You
I
require
request
your
your body.
I'm gonna do my final insight check just to make sure this is all in goodwill.
Insight check, go.
And again, since we're in each other's heads, do I get advantage? It's still a flat roll, but do I get advantage while making the flat roll?
Sure, let's roll.
Well, what weapons did they have on now? I knew the dude
Okay,
had 2
so-
swords.
So
was gonna be
two,
the same
two
thing.
great swords made of silver. The hilt is of blackened metal. The drow has a silver ceremonial knife or a blade. Also, black handle of the same metal that is the chainmail made of. I mean,
I'll take a great sword.
It's a 12. It's a 12. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Like he seems trustful, right? So
Seems legit.
So, two great swords.
Okay,
And the
at that
dagger.
point then, assuming he wouldn't do this without some way to stop the chaos, I'm gonna disable the chaos on myself at this point.
okay.
In
So
case he does something bad outside of my body and I just drop dead.
so
And
he
has my body now.
So he grabs the body and then looks at you again and says, "I need the mouse."
A sacrifice must be made.
Again.
I need the mouse.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking. I'm like, yeah. Fuck, fine.
muted.
And I
Oh,
pull.
wait, okay.
So he takes the mouse.
Is
and
he gonna
kinda-
become a lich from sacrificing a mouse?
He kind of
It's
looks.
It's a kobold.
He kind of looks at the mice for a second, kind of gives it like a what's it called, pets it a bit, and then you see the familiar green eyes from Terry to the mouse as he just goes slightly from the chamber and puts it on the ground, and you see the mice immediately races towards the place where you have not visited. as he looks back at all of you and says, well, that should buy us quite a bit of time. So as he starts to walk around the chamber, kind of overlooks the coffin for a bit and then starts to look at the insignias on the walls and at the ceiling and on the floor, he kind of looks a bit towards you, Jules, before continuing saying, so as we are here in the chamber, you said you want to discuss your terms. I'll check to see if any potential flaws, cracks, or maintenance required. Say what you require.
Also enhancer gear. I guess this is in his head.
Oh no, he speaks through your mouth because you gave control of your body.
No, like I'm saying, he hears this in his head.
Yeah, I mean,
the way around. I say when I talk, I'm assuming only he can hear me. Can you do magical enhancement?
Are you asking him that?
Yeah, I was just like wait, like he's offering to repair gear. We currently.
No, he's checking the chamber for any.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Does he want the bodies in here?
The bodies are a little consequence. What matters is the center.
Perception and investigation.
Cool.
No.
Continues looting the bodies.
What actually is needed is nothing on the chamber's table. You look around. There's no table.
Do you mean the box?
No. A table will.
That's why I ask him. Like, do you mean?
And he answers no.
I see.
As he just kind of actually meticulously overlooks every nook and cranny and every stone, he kind of awaits for you to tell what you want from him.
What do you want?
Well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect us to get this far.
I mean, the obvious thing is we want a way to stop this fucking dragon.
Yes, any assistance that you can provide to us, with us, for us, in defeating this dragon that is going to be plaguing the land and, ending the world.
That's not just for us. Yeah, as Julie says, there's not much point in having a body when the world's going to end and, interrupt that lovely time.
Well, that's my derogatory at the moment. Reclaim my old body, ascend into lichhood, and then help with the problems that are bound to arrive soon enough. But I thought you were asking for favors, goods, equipment, currency.
Thank you. Why does he remember the arm?
Now, what did you think we meant by your assistance? I mean, aside from obviously you're going to be a lich and assist us in taking on the dragon, but, we could use some equipment or any other enhancements. Honestly, I don't even know your capabilities. What can you provide to us?
Can you cure our madness?
Oh boy.
Manus has many
It's like
remedies.
the archmages couldn't. Oh, sorry, go on.
Manus has many remedies, depends on the specific Manus in question. But I do know what afflicts you, and I don't know what the cure to it is. The eldest daughter told me about ending the dragon. Might end with madness, but that's your only lead. As for now, I do not know what my remnants I possess. Is my mansion still operational? Is my demi-plane still functional?
Well, how about you get your body fixed, do a bit of an inventory, see what has stuck around for however long you've not been here, and we'll get back to you on request.
See if it, as he kind of continues, just.
I mean, is everyone good with that? Since we seem to have no idea what we actually want right now.
Yeah, last session, all of you were adamant at like getting some sort of word.
Hey, I had my things planned out well enough of what I wanted, but if they are all so indecisive, I mean, like, it's putting in one order out of the entire party. It's not worth it. Let them get some options.
I mean,
like my main thing was like the obvious, like the check. Hear the madness. I don't want to go insane.
That is the most important thing on this list, I will admit.
But I mean,
Not
if
crazy, help
you got
killing the end of the world dragon. It'll also be helpful if when he sees the giant skeletal dragon thing, he doesn't get kind of a lich boner and decide, I like that. So maybe have him pinky promise he won't do that.
Pinky promise?
he won't join this. He was friends with this dragon when it was alive. I mean, you know, if you got some enhanced weapons or something that you don't mind passing along, you know.
He just kind of remains silent, just kind of takes his time to observe, and you see him finally stopping on a specific section of the wall that does not look indifferent to the rest, as he kind of presses his two thumbs into a specific place in the wall, and you all of a sudden just hear a click. As Swarm, you know, the crystal now slightly starts to speed up and becomes to like buzz a bit above you. As all the rooms...
Like a good buzz, or kind of you're about to be zapped into dust buzz.
No, more like actually, it's kind of like a bad buzz. I'll be honest. Yeah, as as a projection comes from the crystal and manifests a table in the middle of the chamber, as he kind of looks at the table, looks at the coffin, and kind of just examines it for a moment, gives a deep sigh, and then looks at the rest of you and says, "I'll need help. Put it on the table."
Of course.
Putting what on the table again?
Sure.
The glass coffin with the ducklick's body on this newly manifested table.
Oh, yes.
I mean, yeah, but anyone got any objection to helping that?
The whole move the whole coffin with the body.
I'll disguise myself as the drow lady again and look back. Well, whelps, work on it.
Can't you make objects float?
With your mind, girl.
I'm just like, listen, we brought him all the way here. We've let him in. He's been in Terry's head. The least we can do is lift up a coffin.
You could just easily lift and move it over there, no problem, no sweat.
Actually, I'm pretty sure everyone here has terrible strength scores except for Terry.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, but yeah, a minute to passes and the coffin is on the table as he kind of overlooks the thing, and then overlooks the chamber.
I was waiting for like a strength check, and we'll get like nat ones, drop it, smash it.
No. If he was doing alone, then yes, but not together. As he kind of observes the corpse and just says, "You know, it is a great honor to ascend into lichhood. Usually a festivity follows. Accepting
I've got some tea if you want it."
Look for a birthday party. We've had a really downer time. You want to celebrate?
It's like, Julie, put on a performance. Go ahead.
He just kind of gives like a hand motion to you. Stop. Says, let's just say it's not exactly what I expected. A ceremony 7th century is a bit too late. But I guess it's better that than never.
Actually, talking about putting on performance, just out of curiosity, I'll pull out my violin and start playing. Do you notice anything, Ducklick?
Oh.
Kinda looks. No.
Okay.
Okay, and he
Obviously, you cannot be moved by music. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wow.
To everyone else, did you literally just like pull out your violin, go, notice anything? Just show it off.
Oh no, I started playing.
Oh, okay. Everyone else
hold
is
it
like,
up.
okay, very proud of his violin, apparently.
He
I mean, it isn't.
He kind of just overlooks the chamber and just kind of casually, like with caution, just kind of overlooks it. And at this moment, it's been like 20 minutes since you are just inspecting the chamber, and he kind of looks at all of you and just says, "Now hand me the crystal that the eldest daughter provided you with." Who has it? Who has the 25,000 gold gem?
Awkward coughing. We didn't forget this, did we?
I know one of you took it.
It's probably Vorm, then here's the outcome.
Wait, what is this?
20 a piece of a large sapphire, estimated value of 25,000 gold pieces.
No, this ain't me.
Oh, yeah. I pulled that out.
Okay.
Everyone just looks at Bora, and Bora's like, I ain't got shit.
Who stole it? It's like that fucking coffee maker scene from The Office. Alright, who has it?
I pull out the crystal.
Yeah. So he takes it.
I pull it out from my bag. Here it is.
So, everybody roll me perception checks, and I'll take up. I'll be right back.
Do I really need to roll a perception check here? I'm kind of backseat driving right now. What am I? My eyes are controlled. I don't get to look where I want to look. There's no perception for me. I'm just being fed the information that Ducklick takes in. Also, I am still very pleased that I managed to outdo an Archmage in damn. Sorry. Good old violence. Big day for us, I guess, Callie. Big day. Big day.
Also, I have a question. Does anybody know Celestial or Primordial?
Sadly, not.
No.
Nope.
I think Callie knows Aryan? Sylvan.
No Infernal, but that's
you would
about
get
the
the
first thing
gist
to
of
get
it.
with me.
I know Abyssal.
I love the fact that you're like making the kin to a lich, and Ken is like, wait, what?
I
don't know why, but it sounds like this is like so scuffed to the point that it's like a fucking Payday 2 meth making mission.
Well, look. Okay, after several comebacks to life, a couple like evasions of some giant worms, and addicting a kobold to sugar, I think killing some drow and bringing someone into a lichdom is not a huge thing.
So
I think it's like a once a year event kind of thing.
Yeah. So now comes the truest question. the truest question. Again, your ears do not deceive as you hear from the path where the mouse went. There is an echo of a dragon roaring in the distance, and you see as the slight echo.
Do I
hears,
recognize that roar? Is that my friend dragon, or is it the evil dragon?
No. As you hear the roar, you see Ducklick and Terry's body just give a sly smile.
Can I determine the source of this?
Why is he smiling? Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Because you're making it really sus.
Remember, like 2 minutes ago, when I said, "Can you not be great friends with the thing destroying the world?"
I'm looking. I'm like, why are you smiling because of the dragon roar?
It appears that the mouse has found its prey.
Oh, it's not a dragon. Wait, it is a dragon.
You sent the mouse to attract a dragon.
No, you turned the mouse into a dragon.
Oh, you turned the mouse into a dragon.
I mean, it's precisely what he said he was going to do last time. It's a kobold's dream to be a dragon. He made it come true.
Yeah, as you start to hear,
Form's like, "Oh, I should have paid way more attention."
every few like 20 seconds, you just hear a distant echo of a roar.
Okay, so the dragon kobold is being a distraction, I'm guessing, to the rest of the drow.
He was holding that one. Okay.
Probably.
He kind of overlooks the thing, everything, the coffin himself. Like, puts the gem on the coffin, and kind of overlooks a bit and says, "You know what? Maybe you should take away the corpses away just in case of unforeseen consequences."
Burn them.
Right.
Oh yeah, also, they literally had nothing on them. Like, no keys, no bags, no nothing.
Yeah,
just the weapons and the armor, unless you want to strip them.
Then they weren't equipped to travel for very long, which means they were probably from quite nearby.
Good thing that entrance is currently disguised.
Yeah, but if we have to throw the bodies on the outside, well, I mean, they're currently distracted by a kobold.
Wait, hold up! You could just throw them in the body bag. Got legs in there. Might as well.
I can't just stuff them into the bag of holding.
Just fill this body, this bag with just bodies, nothing else.
All right. I mean, I do have a second bag that I can use.
Put him in the bag.
I just stuffed the bodies into the bag of holding.
So,
I like, in my head, it's like a really small bag as well. You gotta like, just really takes so much effort.
I have to fold them over and stuff.
Oh my god.
And I gotta like kick it down into the bag.
I actually feel bad for Ducklick. He's like, he wanted some ceremony. He wanted this to be like a grand event, and then meanwhile us just like on the far side of the room trying to shove two bodies in a bag.
You see me kicking down into the bag, like get in there.
Yeah.
So,
all right, that's done. What's
dust
next?
off hands. Sorry, how's it going? How's the ascendant to lichdom going?
Okay, so he looks a bit prepared, and then he kind of says something in celestial, and he assumes clutches his both hands and just starts saying something in celestial, and you see from the walls, in the specific places where specific runes lay, come spectral servants, and you start to hear like not a chime, but more like a background of a. Again. Ay. This chanting in this chamber as yeah, quite a few start to just show up, and like also you can start to see the buzzing sound above in the crystal becomes more and more intense, and it goes for a few more minutes, and then Ducklick just says, for the sake of something going very wrong, be prepared to catch the body.
Why?
I think he means the.
Are we going to be okay in here?
Time for a music change.
Yeah, wait, damn it, not this one. I always mix those up. God damn it.
Be prepared to catch them.
Oh yeah, found it.
One.
Found it, I think.
Ones.
I will, just to set the mood, I'll start playing my violin.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
found it.
Julie put on a performance.
Performance check. Let's go.
He wanted a show. This is the best I can do. I didn't have time to prepare. I'm sorry.
He's world
Yeah.
performer though. Come on, like international performances here.
This is
This
Julie
is a performance that
Silver.
costs most 10,000 gold. So
This
enjoy
is-
the free.
It's like
This is-
yeah, like that's like the worth of the jam actually. Like it's kind of close there. It's kind of like
This is Julie D. Silver with her
Like, is
silver.
this an upbeat sort of violin performance or like a slow
this
performance?
is like this would be like slow, wouldn't it? It'd be like slow and respectful and like awe-inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'd be like one of those when you're like getting a reward type of ceremony.
So
The only time you need a paladin
you're all
singing,
in the
come on.
chamber with the blood splatter of remaining drow and the distant roars of the dragon, with occasional rumble under your feet. The chanting begins until on the surrounding table, besides Ducklick possessed Terry, there's 9 other figures, and they are not identical. They're smaller, stoutier, longer, leaner, as they're all surrounding the table, and the buzzing begins to buzz even further. You start to see the gem that was how to say this, on the coffin, the sapphire starts to like slightly move on its own, as slowly but surely it starts to not twirl, but like move slightly side to side, and you start to see it slowly start to levitate. At this point, Terry, you lose conscious and everything goes to black. So question, is anybody gonna try to grab Terry's body or not as it falls to the ground?
Yes, I will rush over and grab.
This is probably the
I
kindest
see him
thing
start-
anyone has done for me in this game.
Yeah.
As
Hey, I
like see him-
counterspelled to save your life, mister.
Hit me.
That was to save my life, and I do appreciate
God.
that.
Oh, you're
That was the
welcome.
Bard Buddy combo. Come on, that's
Yay! Bird combo! And now we're
Alright.
jamming out for Ducklick.
Yeah, they're both putting on a performance, and they see Terry start to slump over. They just rush over.
Yeah. So, even though, Ducklick, well, how to say this? Terry collapses. You see a shade takes its place as now the sapphire slow but surely starts to rise up. Slowly a few feet above the glass coffin. And you're all in the chamber. I would like everybody to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
No, actually not me, I'm guessing. I'm kind of unconscious.
Yeah, you automatically fail it.
Intelligence saving
Oh
throw.
no.
This is going to be wonderful.
Whew!
Oof.
Oh, that's. You're putting up challenging to my auto fail. Julie.
So only okay. Wait, yeah. Only
No,
Vorum
not
succeeds. The Vorum, from your perspective, in the section in one side there's the table, and on the other Julie and the rest are just jamming out. You just see slowly but surely they all just kind of slowly but surely start to look very sleepy, just kind of go on the floor, and you're not affected. Lucky you.
Hey, hold up, wait, Eric.
I'm just like, there's a
Pretty
time and a
sure-
place.
Pretty sure Gen and Julie can't be put to sleep by magic. The elf.
Yeah, we can't. If
Can't
this
be
is
put
a.
to sleep by magic.
Yeah, we
Oh
can't.
no! Oh no! You're not asleep. You're something else. But
Oh,
It's
no.
unconscious.
Is this a charm
Oh,
effect?
That's
so,
Is-
Vorum,
is it-
you're now alone in the chamber, and there's 10 shades, all in the singular motion, chanting to the crystal as it starts to slowly but surely swirl in the air. What would you like to do, Vorum? Just observe, or?
Yeah, like I'll check the others aren't dead, and the ones I'm happy that they're still alive. I ain't being the one who's going to interrupt this. No.
Oh, you gotta interrupt him?
I'm just gonna stand back a bit
Okay.
and let it keep going. I do not want to be the one who interrupts this. I think I'll be a bit pissed off.
So,
Observe.
So, interesting thing, you see that, well, everybody's breathing. You cannot wake them up, even like doing slaps. But yeah, they're breathing, so you put them there.
I take extra time to slap Julie.
Oh no! Ooh.
And then I return to watching.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You thought that something is gonna happen like instantaneous as soon as everyone collapses. You wait in the chamber for additional 30 minutes as you see the sapphire go.
So because they are whatever unconscious but not, is the entrance revealed again?
It is.
Oh shit. Okay. In that case, during this 30 minutes, I'm gonna notice that.
And just like.
And I'm gonna go over to that
masonry.
entrance and stick my head out the corner. Okay.
I mean, you still hear the distant roars of a dragon. So.
Okay. I'll just kind of stand over on that side.
So. Another 30 minutes pass, and you basically seen the sapphire go from slightly levitating to slightly turning, to now going full fucking blast, fucking doing, just fucking twirling all around above the coffin, and gaining quite a intense blue light, you have a tiny sun in the middle of the chamber. It's kind of hard to look in that direction. So you don't know Celestial, right?
No, I
Okay.
know Abyssal.
So you just hear all of them shout at the same time a phrase, as all of a sudden the light completely shuts down and everything becomes black. Oh boy. So
How long does it stay black for?
Oh, I'm about to say how long. So, give me a second. So, give me a second. So, you see in the complete utter darkness as everything just dies down, a singular spark of light emanates from the other side of the room. A glint of light green, and all of a sudden, immediately, the entire room grows full-on green. As you hear a ghastly echo from the other side of the chamber, as the ravaged, decimated, mangled corpse, preserved by time for centuries, arises from the shattered coffin. And as it walks, but it kind of falls off, you see its skin starts to fade away, revealing bones, as a singular skeleton covered from head to toe with greenish arcanic necrotic energies starts to levitate. He flicks his wrists and adores new, pristine clothing of green emerald scale. He manifests a wand of immense size of 7 serpents as its head. It takes a deep breath and then looks upon you. I am whole. Morum, what would you like to say? As
I will.
The lich
No, you were
stands
half
before
cut
you.
I applaud.
Just applaud.
What do you say?
That's the best difference.
I give, again, giant, scary skeleton man. I give a slight. I don't bow like to my knees, but I kind of just like incline my head slightly, and then finish clapping and say, "How do you feel, or do you feel?" That might be the first question.
You see the eldritch lich stands at about 8, maybe 9 foot tall, floating above ground, a lot linear, and, you know, fragile looking creature, if not for the fact that it's a lich, as it kind of overlooks itself, kind of flicks its hands, and you see, as he does like sudden quick flicks, you see different sources of energy just kind of emanates through his paws for a split moment until he returns to his usual green, and looks back at you and says, "This power is not anything I'm familiar with.
Oh,
An exciting proposition."
turning evil. Do we get to roll checks to wake up at this point?
Yeah, have any
not
of them
you, Terry.
stirred?
Not you. So,
Lovely. I feel great.
as he casts a simple spell to begin with of light, and it's a green global of light, and then he kind of snaps again, and it splits into 4 different lights, and it shines across all the rooms. At this point, again, Julie, Callie, and even Dawkin, who's still here, you all slowly but surely wake up. Terry, on the other hand, you see he is still in the same position as you left him. Additionally, you see that there is still the sapphire gem floating and still turning, twisting, but not as fast as it could. So, anything you wanna say, Callie, Gen, Julie? As you slowly but surely wake up to this massive greenish skeletal figure of a lich that you
Ooh,
insulted
the green
yesterday.
looks lovely on you.
Okay. So, I assume
You were
this.
certainly more handsome than your previous body.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the previous body, I'm pointing toward. Is he gonna be okay?
At this very moment, the body possesses no soul. No, you're not even there. As he kind of looks upon the sapphire, his remnants of a soul reside in this sapphire. As now I perform my end of the bargain. As he kind of extends his hand and kind of, you see Terry's body just effortlessly just kind of lifts up on its own. As he kind of leads the body towards the place where the table was, but there is no longer a table, and places it kind of feet or above before the sapphire. And then you see with this other hand just kind of throwing the staff away for a moment, and the staff just kind of floats like a few inches next to him as he kind of focuses into the sapphire, and all of a sudden you see the sapphire just starts to shatter and break, and the breaking immediately dissolves into this bright liquid as it starts pouring down on Terry. Immediately soaked in. As Terry, you snap back alive with a heap of breath. Feeling
Snap back alive and assumes that I died. What did you?
As you take a deep breath, because you've been out for a while, and you just feel the sensation of sickness as you're floating around, seeing the room that you seen previously blue is now in green, and there's a fucking lich holding you with his film.
Feel like my body just got restarted.
So, how was your visit to the afterlife again?
Again? Did you see your goddess again? Did she shoo you away?
Does she give you like a hotel room there?
Yeah, I got it rental pretty cheap.
Is it like a punch card for you at this point?
It's lovely this time of season.
He did not
Frequent
die.
flyer miles.
His soul was held within
My
the
soul's just
sapphire.
removed from my body. I don't really consider that dying either, do I? Jokes aside. Well, not a pleasant experience.
Okay.
And with that, you see Ducklick just kind of looks up a bit and kind of has his hands extended towards a specific spot, Worm, you know where it's looking, and you see he forcefully snatches something from the very top of the ceiling and he grabs it in his hand and looks at it.
Flying City, let's go.
This relic no longer has any uses in this place. And he kind of overlooks all of you. Though, to put in perspective, he is a skeleton. He does not have any crowns, any jewels, anything. He wears this very prestigious looking robe that is made of like green scales. And he has a staff with 6 snakes as the head. And of course he floats. And he kind of, like, no facial, no nothing, and she kind of overlooks all of you and just says, that concludes our business in this place.
I'm not gonna lie, he looks bad to the bone.
So what?
Um,
So what now?
teleporting, I guess. I will sending spell you if you don't teleport. Yes, by the way, I did pick up on the reference.
We're
I mean, he just
done
said,
here.
we're done here. We have concluded our business. And now I need to check upon a few things. See what remains after past centuries. Give me a day or so, and I'll conclude the next course of action.
Can you at least leave us in a place that isn't currently filled with either a hostile dragon or angry drow because of a hostile dragon?
But of course, when it comes down to you, you have to pick a place.
Again,
We're never
Julie,
good at that.
quiet.
Julie, more quiet.
Well, I picked last time, so it's up to you this time.
Well, since we have Big Undead Man as a friend now, should we go to the Undead City?
No. I look like, no, we are not going there. You cannot convince me.
I
But-
could.
But
bring-
look, and I
I-
point at the giant
I
elephant.
He was an exception. Get out of here.
I could bring you to the settlement that you left off.
Didn't that place burn down? I really want
No, that's the place.
No.
That's the place where you got captured.
That's what. Yeah, that's where we left our horse and carriage.
Oh,
It
then
might
in that
sound
case,
like
yeah.
a terrible idea, but we're in a kind of bit of a rush. Is there a place where we could find our talents?
At this point, I don't have any resources as of yet, and as
Meant a
I was
place.
He needs to do inventory.
and as I was
Yeah.
instructed, you are not permitted to the Alicorp or any of its outposts that I know.
Could you please
Alright.
send us back to the place
Send
where we
us
left
back to
our
the settlement.
horses and yeah?
Who would like to say
And
hello
yes,
to
can
Jerry?
we have our horses and carriage back?
It shall be so, as he kind of points, not points, but like kind of extends his hand towards all of you, and all of you just see this like a sudden greenish hue all around you for a moment, as one by one, you just see all of them just fucking dissipate, like the hue just overtakes them, just like vanish. Save it to you, as all of you, my good people, are back in give me a second. You're back at the crossroads, back where you once been before getting your captured stuff by the Platinum Seas. As so here's the thing. The first thing that you give me a second, change the music. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's make this fun, because I don't need to decide then. Roll me a D100, one of you. I want to see where you end up in the settlement.
You should really give the proper job title of transportation expert to Julie.
So, with a 37, you essentially end up by one of the roads that leads into the settlement, and you're maybe a good 500 feet from the actual center of where the settlement was, where a bunch of people have gathered because there was a fire. And now you look around, it looks like it's midday, looks like it's been rained like a few hours ago. Now it's getting a bit drier, but it's of course also colder. And you see the settlement is not abandoned, but it's a lot less packed than it used to be.
Does anyone take note of people randomly popping up in a green-hued.
Well, at the moment in the general vicinity, there's no one there because a lot of people. There was a lot of people because the fucking someone decided to set a forest on fire, or the tall grass on fire.
Who would do that?
Who would that be?
So who
Weird.
would do that?
Yeah.
Oh, those fucking bandits.
Those bandits.
Bandits.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who did it.
Bandits. Yeah.
Those freaking dirty bandits. Okay, so should we start them towards the settlement?
We should
Heading
probably
into-
get a room. Let's get a room. I would like to sleep.
I think see if we can kind of like find some horses and a carriage. I don't know. Are we planning to continue towards the dragon,
Huh?
or are we going to just find a room and wait a day or so, like Ducklick said he needed to do? So
I feel like doing waiting and doing a bit of I don't know, casual, just not dying for the moment would sound pretty good for a day.
Mm.
No, after some very sketchy traveling, being possessed for several days in a row, and quote unquote not dying but dying,
right. I mean,
I feel like a day's rest is in order.
So, looking around, you see that of course, I guess I remember all of he's a lich nowadays. You look around the settlement, you see there's in total maybe the settlement, which is literally an inn, a stables, and quite a few 3 buildings that are miscellaneous, using people live there. You see immediately, you see the familiar carriage that you rid on, but you don't see the horses.
Someone took our horses, or either the horses got loose.
I love the fact that Julia Red is it's not are you gonna do anything? He's psycho. Are these also your grandchildren of your psycho wives? Immediately. Warren is not even married to this person, you just assume. But besides that, yeah.
Well, if someone stole our horses, we can just be like, ah, yes, we'd like to introduce you to our friend.
I mean, so what's the point?
Who needs horses when you could have undead skeletons pull your carriage?
Hey.
It's not like we're planning to go anywhere today.
No. Ducklick did not follow you.
No, he's not here. Yeah, he's going to check inventory of his stuff. That's why he said he needed a day or two, and then he's going to find us.
He's gonna find his butler and his other sorry, wait, we're not talking about the anime.
So the question, are we going to wait for him to show up, or are we going to continue travel?
I feel like we should wait at this point. He can teleport us to where we need to be afterwards, can't he? I feel like that's a low-level spell comparative to what he can cast.
I mean, he can, but the question is he,
I feel like a day's...
I feel like, now that he has his own body, it's not going to be so easy to be like, all right, take us here, take us there.
Well, either way, though, he'll at least give us a direction like he said he would, hopefully. He'd be dead now, I guess, if he wouldn't. So, I mean, we don't want to go in the wrong direction while we're trying
to... there still is Dolphin who wanted to get back to his settlement.
I mean, I'm sure he's busy with.
No, I'm pretty sure he's
things,
gone now.
but-
I'm pretty sure that our friend who's been traveling us is gone.
No, I'm here.
No.
What do you mean?
What? Dolphin is still with us.
Yeah, he's still
Was it the
here.
entire time?
Yeah.
Dolphin was, yes, he's been with us the whole
He's
time.
been so quiet.
Because no one talked directly to
Henry, Dolphin just kind of approaches you and just kind of clears his throat. So tell me, at which point in this whole misadventure should have spoken up? Because I'm very curious.
I just have an image in my head of during the ritual, it's Vorum watching the glow, and then just in the background in the dark, just Dovkin smoking a pipe, just very interesting.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we could wait, or we could, travel with Dufkin to get him back to his home. Like, either way, Ducklick is going to find us no matter where we go. So.
I feel like at this point, it would be best for everyone to get some rest. I think day's travel, which could be the exact unproductive thing to do at the moment, would not be the wisest decision of time.
I mean,
I agree with that.
We can rest for a day, but we don't know if it's a day or two or how long.
Okay, remember, it's about noon at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early. If we're gonna what are we gonna do for the entire
get
day?
A map.
What is our next destination?
I mean, we were trying to head back to where it all began. But, of course, also traveling with Dawkins to try to drop him off on the way.
So is Dofkin's hometown our next destination?
I'm guessing so.
Well, I mean, Dawkins just says, well, I mean, if I just saw, he kind of looks around, I just saw a fucking lich. I never seen a lich
being
before.
so callous. Everyone being so casual about it. Dawkins having...
He's been quiet because he's been he's been in shock.
It's like,
oh, he wasn't there for the 3 ancient dragons either, was he?
The fucking what?
What?
The 3 dragons kind of just having a snooze.
Yeah, he wasn't there. I mean, he was there for the whole half dead dragon thing. So I mean, this shouldn't be that surprising.
This was only his I don't think Dawkins joined us saving the world either, did he?
No,
no, he wasn't with us then. We had Prince with us then.
What do you mean by that?
No, we're just joking around about the big dough. Look, we're adventurers. We're going to exaggerate our journey somewhat.
Let me
have some respect for the profession.
So, is Dawkins wants to go?
Dawkins says, my rule of law is if a lich commands, you obey. So if a lich says, because the liches are not something that you fuck with, I'd rather just stay put and stay here with you.
I don't agree with the where that reasoning came from, but I agree with the end goal here.
Okay.
He looks at me. How many liches have you seen in your life? Why are you so
Well, I mean, I've seen my god in person, and she pretty much hates liches. So my opinion is, I'm more scared of her than liches. I'm gonna be honest here.
Is she cool with him having just hung around in your head? Is that a mark against you in her eyes, or is that?
You'll have to ask her. It wasn't really a willing exchange.
Yeah, see, the thing is, if I die, I'm probably not coming back. That seems to be a bit of a unique skill for you.
Look, it just comes with practice.
First few times might not work, but you know.
Look, when you feel your soul leave your body, just go back.
Just say no.
Just refuse. Just be like, no. Your soul pulls from your body. You grab onto your body and be like, no.
No.
So I repeat, what are we gonna do for the day if we're gonna leave?
Well, I could sleep for 24 hours, but I'm gonna guess that most of you can't do that. So,
I mean, there is our cart. A map would be good. Maybe a compass.
I like how this is the magical item we need. A normal map of just the country.
A compass. Check out our cart.
We're gonna devolve into bandits, ambush traders on the side of the road. Give us your map.
I just imagine you're just having this conversation while walking towards the settlement, and there's a fucking wide shot where there's a cow just shitting while you're walking. A map.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah, wait. Right. I dig into my pockets. Right. The magic scroll. That I still have. He didn't end up using that. You could do something with that. I mean, I'm not sure what the heck we would do with it, but it's an option to kill some time and maybe us.
It's a nice distraction to kill some time and maybe us.
I would not like to die. I don't want to test the theory if I can come back to life.
Look. Okay, that part was sarcastic. I'm no professor here, but basic scroll inception. I mean, we could probably figure out something between the two. Some of us.
Okay, so if we're going to, then I guess we should probably find a place that we're going to be staying, and then acquire a map, maybe a compass for directions.
Sounds about right.
And our cart, I kind of point, is still just sitting there, but no horses. So in case we're going to take that.
Question here: how much of a strength check would it be to pull the empty cart by myself?
Pull where?
Just to the village if it's not already there. Was it left outside of the village? Where?
Honestly, what's your strength modifier at the moment?
I think it's like a +4 at the minimum rate. Yeah. +4.
Roll me a strength check.
And I have proficiency in athletics. It's an athletic check.
No.
You gotta lean in your weight correctly here. You don't just. Only half joking. Like doing it just to mess with you, but 18. I'll take it.
Okay. So yeah, you slowly but surely just kind of like you pull like it's relatively easy to push car when nobody's like standing in it. But of course, like pushing it, like it takes you a good 5 minutes to just like push it wherever you want.
Yeah, okay, I'm just so like we start making our way back. It's just Terry gets behind the cart and starts to push.
He starts pushing it. I imagine Julie gets in the cart this time.
No.
it stops moving for a moment. He looks up, and Julie's just like waving her hand, like, "Go on."
Like, Julie, I'm sorry, but you weigh too much for me to push it, and the.
Yeah, I mean, what a thrilling thing from resurrecting, making a lich to pushing carts.
Look, as the only one with a good strength modifier here, this is an impressive feat.
Are you calling Julie fat?
Wow.
You can't prove a thing.
I mean, like,
moving this cart is an impressive feat.
To quote Julie, she's not carrying a cake; she's carrying the whole damn bakery. I think that's a Julie reference.
Yes, it is.
I heard it at least twice from you, Julie. Shut up.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Do you honestly think moving this cart is a great feat of strength? I snap my fingers, it starts floating.
Look, at least I don't need no fancy magic tricks to do it. I mean, I out magicked Archmage for a moment there, just for a moment.
That's gonna be your proudest moment for the rest of your life, isn't it?
I mean, like third.
Like nothing else you do is ever gonna compare. You out magic a lich for a second.
Well, look, I'm gonna be honest here. That's like on my top 3, maybe, of like impressive feats.
Well, I mean, aside from refusing to die, he's altogether unimpressive.
Oh, you know, how many of you have talked to a god even momentarily?
Well, none of us have died.
Of mistress kneeling before me submissive.
I just call that
I mean, the closest god we had in the Feywild was King Oberon, which I've talked to him. He's not that great.
You've talked to your god by dying. I don't see how that's something.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to die and
we
meet
don't-
somebody.
Look, it may not have been impressive to die, but I walked back afterwards.
You were shooed away, is what happened. You didn't walk. You were shooed. She didn't want you. You were rejected.
Wow.
Let's get it straight.
Look, she treats everyone like that. That's just her personality. Come on.
Uh-huh. Right.
Right. Wink. No. But besides for that, I mean,
So yeah, literally
overthrowing a government was also pretty impressive. Like, come on,
I just
You got to the stage where you're just like promoting that now. It's just like, yeah.
We're just walking into the settlement. There's a floating cart with Julie sitting in it, floating the cart, and Terry's just trying to like, I did impressive things. Come on.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest here. No one listening to us would think we're being serious. No one in their right mind.
There's like a child, maybe 7 years old, just looking from like 100 feet of distance as you're fucking just openly discussing killing people, and Julie's just like boredly arrives into the fucking settlement with a fucking cart that's floating. It's like,
It's like, okay, so where's the? we need to find the inn and check it. I can get a room or something. If we're gonna be sitting here waiting,
Oh goodness.
maybe check our cart and see if any of our stuff is left in there.
Yeah. What was the situation for this village town?
Well, the last time you've been there, there was a few, like a good 100 or 200 people. Now it's less than 20 in the surrounding area. There's maybe 6 buildings, one stables, one inn, and just a crossroad that leads 4 separate ways to the north, to the east, to the northwest, and to the south. And you came from the south originally when going from Bluestone.
And we were going north or northwards.
Impressive.
Right.
Very nice.
So is the plan literally go to an inn, rest for pretty much today, and then like leave tomorrow because we probably don't want a lich like teleporting into the middle of an inn?
I mean, it's like less than 20. It's like what are 20 people gonna do with a lich showing
Still,
up?
that's 20 witnesses to a bunch of us talking to a lich.
I mean,
now that we can walk up to like this council of liches and say, hey, like, not only have we met one of you, but we've helped summon one of you into existence. Come on, like, good vibes.
Good vibes here.
Good vibes.
I mean, is there anyone even still running the businesses? It's like,
Here? Yeah.
yeah.
So as you, how many are you entering the inn? Just question.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this is the right thing. Hey, it is. So, nostalgic. Okay. Because I've been playing Skyrim a lot. So, entering the inn, there's at least 7 people. One bartender, one cook that is making and chopping wildly some food behind a counter, and there are 5 patrons who 2 of them are drinking together, and 3 separate people are just mind their own business. This inn is kind of empty. Well, 3/4 empty, you would say, as it's everybody's mind their own business. And barman just kind of greets and says, "Hey, quite a group you got here. Hungry? Forgot a stew brewing. We'll be ready in an hour or so."
There's no goblins or skinned animals in there. Like, well, actually, not skinned animals, skinned people. In there,
You
right?
asking like the cook?
Sorry, last stew we got was from the more shady type.
You see the cook who's like a Goliath, and says, "Goblin? No, venison and pork."
Ah, thank you. Yeah, that would be great. I don't think you guys understand. This is just the normal for Terry at this point. This yeah, I don't think you know what the normal is for Terry.
So, yeah.
Yes, just your finest food for my entire group here, please.
Okay. who's gonna pay up the big price of 2 gold pieces?
I'll do.
Two whole gold. Okay.
If you want to actually have
Are we gonna
something,
haggle for
some fancy drink with that, it's gonna be 5.
Well, Julie, since you are obviously the self-proclaimed leader of our mercenary band,
Wait, guys, we have yet to have a drinking game. Let's try.
I'll pull out 20 gold, put it on the table. Keep the drinks coming.
Oh,
Go!
she
Alright, guys,
takes
I
the
bet I can
coin.
put down more than any of you.
Constitution, no!
So yeah, you get fresh vegetables, freshly baked bread, and eventually stew, followed by a slew of beer ales and meats.
You, me, points to the drinks. Or things.
War was like, nah.
sorry, I'm coughing to death. Sorry, what do you say?
I got
I-
Corona,
no,
not you, Worm. Shut up.
No, I'm joking.
Terry points to the drinks and said, you, me. Or things.
Dwarf things. Okay, fine. Whenever you say that from now on, you're gonna like, it's like gonna be like a subconscious twitch. Fine.
You need dwarf things.
Yeah. So how many are joining in to see who can outdrink each other?
I feel like I'm gonna lose. I don't even have that great constitution.
I'm sitting down at the table and taking the first shot before anyone.
Ooh. So those who participate, con
Julie,
saving throws, all
con
of you.
saved you.
All of you con saves.
It's gonna be
Oh,
so
I'm not.
bad.
I'm not participating. I'm gonna
those
be
who
the
are-
respectable friend.
The respectable friend. The designated driver.
Basically.
Wait, let me check what my con is. I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have
doing
like
the same
some
thing, I gotta
honey
double
milk
check.
tea or something like that.
You know, my con has not been the best to me whenever we've had to do con save.
This is gonna be one hell of a time skip.
Oh.
Well, you
4
you
hours
do
of
know that
being-
there's honey in mead.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I know. I'm quite aware of that.
So, did everybody roll? Who wants to roll again? You?
Sure, why not? Okay.
Julie. Not Julie. Danny. Fucking
Danny.
Dovkin is gonna also join in. Let's go.
Terry,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be knocked out. Like,
Hey! Like some one
Dovkin
random
just
guy pulls
downing
up and
them.
starts drinking.
Yeah. So they don't have they don't have spirits, fire, water, or anything harder, but they have like plenty casks, barrels of brew, and yeah. Let's just say again, you're the first to fall.
yep. I knew that was gonna happen. So.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Julie and Terry almost simultaneously just stopped drinking because it's enough.
Vrom's like, victory! Slapped his head on the table.
Yeah. And then you just see fucking Dovkin just fucking drinking, like
Does not even affected. Just keeps drinking.
No, yeah, he looks at you, Warm just as pathetic. Continues drinking on. But yeah. So Danny, since you're the only reasonable person in a group of drunks at the moment, I would like you to roll perception, because this goes for hours.
I'll be right back.
20 and my perception, you say?
Perception, yeah.
Okay.
I take it
19.
this doesn't count as a rest.
No,
No, I didn't think so.
You're drinking. You're passing the time. I mean, let's be honest. You did achieve quite a deed.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pat yourself on the back, because less than 24 hours ago, you were literally in a pit of wyverns and worms.
Also, I now have been like mentally scarred with the vision of like a full uninterrupted eldritch ritual. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But I was there for the whole thing.
And all of a sudden he turned green. Funniest shit I ever seen.
For I was literally like, I have no idea what actually he said or what he did, but what a light show.
What a light show.
Burbank.
He was like glowing red, then blue, then green. Bit of rainbow in there at some point.
Damn. You're all drinking as like it's a well lit tavern, and there's windows that go outside. There was grayish skies outside, and you look away, drink, you look back, you see it's getting darker. You look back away, it gets darker still, and now the last time you look upon, you see that there's hints of a small thin layer of snow covering the window. As the tavern is cozy, warm, and food and drink, because theoretically you're all just you're kind of just all alone at this point. The previous patrons all left, some came in and left. At this point there's like a band of like 10, 11 individuals who are all under a single caravan, who are mercenaries and a few merchants, just kind of drinking and eating. And yeah, it's kind of just cozy. All of you are drunk. Again, it's basically more than drunk. He's fucking wasted.
What's drunk again like?
I'm over there like, I'm a hunter! I'm a bounty hunter! fucking lich! Green!
Oh, mighty hunter.
Honestly,
If you're such a great hunter, hit a bullseye over there then.
What are you pointing at?
How are you doing?
I just point at an arbitrary wall. I don't even know if there's a bullseye over there.
There's
You're just pointing at like the one glass window in the whole thing, like, yeah, that dartboard over there.
You point at like a deer trophy. Like, yeah.
I pull out my bow and I'm like wobbling.
Roll to hit with disadvantage. Let's go.
Okay, what happened while I was gone?
Yeah, same question.
They're doing a drunk knife throwing competition.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, in character, Callie just like leaves for 2 minutes, comes back.
I like go to like the bathroom or something. And then I come back, I'm like...
Just Gen and Julie like leaning on each other with knives in hand.
Oh.
Thrown it at a random wall.
I'd probably be great at that. Can I be with
those who want to compete, roll me with disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, not bad. This is still.
I'll try it as well. Why not?
This is still.
Okay, I have a brilliant scene. Just roll, everybody. I wanna. Ooh! So what happens? What happens is the first you all look at the target that is like maybe 15 feet away, above the fireplace. There's like an elk taxidermied head as a trophy. So you all decide to go for it. So first thing goes Worum, who just like fucking goes with a fucking it just fucking bullseyes with a knife. Then comes Julie, hits it in the fucking nose, also very good. Then Gen just like hits it, but just slightly above target. And then fucking Terry just chucks his sword in that direction. And it just fucking lands in the fire below it.
It's a big knife.
as a sudden
The
commotion.
barkeep.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm sorry for my idiot drunk friends.
Okay, so the barkeep is gonna be like, she wants to scream. She looks like she lost the nerve, and immediately see Goliath just kind of close the mouth on her and says, for the damages, 100 gold pieces, right? And she as the Goliath kind of looks at the barkeep like, yeah, just kind of like nodding, right? and
100 gold pieces.
Yeah,
for that.
Yeah.
Here's a
Vorum turns to the Goliath. 200 if you beat that. And I pointed my shot.
Ooh.
Wait, no, like
you see the barkeep just immediately bite the finger of the Goliath, and she kind of looks at the Goliath very angrily for a moment, and then she sauces up and just go beat him, darling. As the cook gets like a butcher's knife, and he's
retired circus performer. Let's get this
Let's go.
You're actually not too close to that. As he stands next to your table and just kind of chucks it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
He goes through the head and just kind of hits the wood, just kind of dissecting the head. And he still got it. That's 14 years.
Vorum just like blinks, looks at it again.
I say 10 more gold on top of that. Give me an arm wrestle. Let's go. Arm wrestle.
He kind of
just gotta go through. Each one of us has to go through a skill. Okay, mine has been the dart throwing. Who's next?
Okay. So he goes strength check versus strength check. Let's go.
Let's go.
This one man's gonna like get us broke.
Alright. Have faith in me, guys.
That's your strength
Oh my gosh!
Still. Yeah, you lost
10 gold? Come on!
210 gold pieces, please, as the Goliath
Down 10 of my
exclaims.
gold.
I'm just like, Julie, you go.
Now
like
Julie
shaking
goes-
your shoulder.
now
Julie!
goes-
Julie,
Double or nothing, Julie.
perform.
Double or nothing.
Do a performance. Challenge performance, Julie.
Yep. I got this, you guys. I got this. Double or nothing. Anyone try and outperform me on the violin? Anyone?
Yeah. Do it.
I'll take up that challenge. I get up and I go straight to her and I'm like, challenge accepted.
Let's go. You get to. And who's paying the Goliath 210 gold pieces?
I'll pay my. Vorum is a man of his word. He will pay. He's like drunkenly counting out the coins.
Alright, gonna have
Over there hyping everything up. Do it.
Oh my god.
Outperform me.
That's a fucking Jesus. That's a 27-point difference. Jesus Christ. But yeah. What can I say, Callie? You got outskilled, outmatched, and outclassed by the famous Julie de Silver.
I paid my 200 gold to the holy
No,
shit.
wait. Does Julie, would she do that at disadvantage since she's drunk?
I mean,
Oh yeah, Julie, you gotta roll again.
Hold on,
I mean,
you're doing this drunk.
It does not matter because Callie rolled a natural one. Like
Oh,
Oh yeah, she did. So she
with a modifier
I
plus
mean-
16, doesn't matter what Julie does, she wins.
yeah, she would.
I think we've single-handedly like funded this bar.
Oh,
like
yeah.
refurbished the entire building. I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be like a 5-star.
It's okay. It's all in good fun.
Oh, was that double or nothing? So 210. That's 420 gold.
Wow, Callie, you got that kind of gold on you?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh, pull out 1,000 gold, handed to Callie. I'll loan that to you. You owe me 420 gold.
You see, there's quite a few eye gazes coming from the caravan people who are like, oh.
We're gonna get
And
mugged.
you see the very nicely dressed Julie, with your passive insight, you already know that this is one of the merchants that probably is frequent enough in Bluestone that he has the tire one. As he kind of is like, evening. I see that you have a lot of gold. I'm very curious. Maybe some procurements, maybe some, you know, since. And you see, it's a man, maybe in his like mid-40s. He has this nice golden mustache and a bit of like a small, tiny chin beard, and he's just kind of like observing all of you. We're delivering goods to Bluestone. Maybe you're heading that way. We could make a deal before, you know, proceeding for tomorrow.
Oh, you're off to Bluestone. It's a lovely town. It really is. Honestly, do you believe you can impress me with any of your wares?
Well, that is depending. We are a guild of jewel crafters. Rings, necklaces, trinkets, spoons.
Oh, jewelry. Lovely. Anyone want jewelry here? Any of you guys? Anyone? No one?
Jewelry? I don't think so. I'm still like dry. I want a pendant. Give me a ruby pendant.
Of course I can. Golden, silver, platinum, maybe of iron, steel.
Ooh, a gold and silver pendant. Sounds nice. He's like stumbling his way.
I'm gonna insight check this guy.
Roll me an insight check.
Because I do not trust him. I think he's giving us false stuff.
Is this a charlatan? I'm like, is he trying to play? Do you know who this? I'm pointing to Julie. Do you know who this is?
Also, Julie, I have a question. Are you like, you have no disguise art, do you? Or do you have the mask?
I'm drunk.
Okay.
I'm like, do you know who this is? I am the personal guard of this lady.
Callie, instead of well, how to say this? The man looks like to recognize the half-elf and is very much keen on selling stuff because he looks like he's a wealthy noble, and what he sees in front of him is a potential opportunity to get some goods off. You don't see any like miscontent or like a trick in play. Besides maybe taking advantage of a bunch of drunken people who have a lot of money on.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I am not about having my drunken friends binge buy, Amazon buy a crap ton of random shit.
Callie being a responsible adult.
My sister's ex-boyfriend did that and got like a really stupid onesie, and he's like, "Why did I buy this?
Wait, Callie,
when did I buy this?" She's like, "When you were drunk last night." Oh, like I'm not letting that happen.
He looks over at Callie. Wait, Callie, how old are you?
How old are you?
Did you get gray when you get old? Did you get like bigger? Did you get bigger?
I like standing like trying to like half like drunkenly standing in front of Julie, like between Julie and this salesman. And I'm like, you better not be trying to pull a fast one.
Jerry looked at all of you. Wait, how old are all of you? Just notice, I can't tell any of your ages.
I try to stand up straight, like straighten my posture, and I'm like, if you try to deceive this lady right here, I will be forced as I try to pull a sword and fall over.
I don't like the look of you or any of your 4 brothers.
Like on the ground, and I'm like, I meant to do that.
I meant to do that.
He got away easy.
Again. I'm just gonna pat Gen real tough on the back.
I just love the idea of like 4 hours ago we were helping like a guy become a lich.
Oh, this is great. This is what we needed.
Work hard,
Just
party hard.
some character development right here. You know?
Yeah. No, I assure you, these are the finest quality items that are handmade, handcrafted, and delivered for purchase.
Can I have a look over them?
I kind of like stand up, and I'm like, oh yeah, well let's see what you got.
I will raise an eyebrow and put my hand.
And you wait, I'm gonna wait. Like wait.
You gotta let him do like a drunk investigation check.
No.
Gets a 1, he's like, oh, it's quality.
He just says, well, the inventory is outside with the horses and the guards. So if you feel like
horses, can we buy the horses?
No.
No.
We need horses.
Well, we also need horses. We cannot just give it to you.
I cast enlarge
We
on
need
myself.
horses more than you.
The horse.
I cast enlarge on myself and make myself like a 6 foot tall woman.
Okay.
And I look straight into his eyes. No.
And I'm like,
And I
whoa.
grab them and I shove them up the stairs to our room.
Oh my god.
We'll be back for the horses later.
You're shoving who up there?
He kind
All
of.
of you! All of you up the stairs now!
He kind of grabs his hat and just kind of waves you and says, "Have a wonderful evening."
I'm like, wait, Julie said she'd get me a pendant. Wait.
No, we can get one tomorrow when you're not drunk.
I have a terrible idea.
I
have a terrible idea. Terry mumbles under his breath, I'm getting that half horse. He books it up the staircase into the room and checks how big the fall is.
Oh boy.
The rest of us just get like shoved into the room. He was like peering out. What were you doing? What are you doing?
Stumble out of the window. I'm getting the horse.
Oh!
I'm gonna get him.
And can I make an athletics check?
You stupid little boy, get back in your room now.
I just look over at Julie and I just like salute Julie and I'm like, I'm here to protect you, ma'am.
Makui.
You're a good bodyguard, but I like the 6 foot bee. She's nice.
Damn.
Please.
Wait. Okay. So, first of all, Kelly, how are you gonna stop Terry?
I'm going to fly out the window and stop him and shove him back in his room.
Okay. Strength, Terry with disadvantage. Callie with advantage.
Disadvantage in it.
Let's see, my strength. Oof.
Jim just starts buzzing. He's like trying to buzz like a...
So to paint the fucking picture, there's two massive and two tiny rooms,
Oh, yeah.
and you're in one of the massive rooms with a bunch of like windows. So what you basically see as you all go in, Terry immediately fucking tries to go through the window. And first thing you realize it's fucking cold outside and it's snowing. And Callie, you get out through the other window and just jump kick Terry back in.
Drop kick him as he tries to get out. She's just like, no, bam! She kick him hard enough to like sober him up for 1 second. He's like, what happened?
Terry, you're now unconscious on the ground.
I want a constitution check.
Roll. If it's below 12, you're unconscious.
Alright.
If it's above 12, he's sober. He's instantly sober.
No, he's.
No, I don't with these threes.
Oh, no, he's knocked out. That was a KO.
And I look at all of them. Does anybody else want to try me tonight?
Oh my god.
Get to bed.
I'm like, I stopped buzzing. Like,
Okay,
buzzing around.
Dovkin just says, "Can I just go down drink?"
He's like still totally sober.
kinda.
He's like slightly buzzed, just a little.
Yeah.
Dofkin, if any of these fools try to sneak out from downstairs, you stop them. You got it?
I'll check.
I, giant butterfly girl, as he closes the door and you hear a locking sound and he kind of chucks the key behind the fucking below the door.
Below the door.
Wait,
he scoots the key back under the door after
Yeah.
I'm gonna like drunk it. I'm gonna go over there, like snatch the key and be like,
Terry died again.
I'm like, ooh, shiny key.
Or with the passive insight, even drunk, he looks like he's living.
I go over and I like kick
Came
Terry,
back.
and I'm like, are you dead?
He's not responsible. He looks alive.
I'm like, I don't think he's dead. Let me kick him one more time to check. Kick him again. You're like a groan from him, and I'm like, okay, he's not dead.
Like you just hear Terry yell in his sleep. You can't kill me. Wait, you can.
I take them all to their beds and I tuck them in like a mom.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. In this room, there's only 4 actual beds, and there is what's it called? A bunch of firsts where, you know, if you have bedrolls and shit, you can just, you know, sleep on the floor. So question,
Well,
is one of
Terry
you
can stay on the floor.
Is one of you
Terry's like passed out in the middle of the room on the floorboards.
I'm just looking is Callie still 6 feet tall?
I am still 6 feet tall.
I'm just looking at like pretty V lady.
You're welcome to sleep in my pocket again if you'd like to get small.
or perhaps
I just like gently shove their heads into the pillows and like have my hands that are cold and have them on their foreheads, which like nice cold hand when you're drunk is very nice. So
yeah.
like go to sleep. Go to sleep.
You can't sleep on them.
I don't have a sleep spell, so I'm just doing this.
She's just trying to home
Patient
and
with
stuff.
advantage.
I'm just trying to calm them down to the point where they pass out.
Yeah, there you go. Persuasion. Like, go to sleep.
Is anybody gonna try to resist?
I'm gonna
No.
actually probably play a lullaby and try to get them to fall asleep.
Performance check. I want to see this.
Please not another one. Please not another one.
believe in you. Come on. This has to be with advantage because we're all drunk. Come on, you could Terry could sing and put these guys to sleep. Like, provide some advantage here.
So, oh my god, I love the fact that you, Callie, just so I just imagine Callie, you just have an open window and you just get your hand cold and just like go around the fucking room and just like tap everybody in the head, just like to sleep. But yeah, eventually all of you go to bed. And Callie, where are you gonna rest? Which one of you?
Well, considering there are 4 beds and then there's Terry on the floor.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just gonna take a bed.
Or you can take Julie's offer if she's interested.
And sleep in her pocket.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Or you
kind of
just
angry
crawl in
about the
bed with
whole
her.
I'm still angry at them, so I want to sleep on my own.
Yeah, the fucking pout face, like.
She finally, when everyone calms down, she takes a deep breath and she just collapses on her bed.
Honestly, because I am most of my spells are gone after that fight, so I'm exhausted.
And she just collapses and shrinks down to her normal size.
Yeah. So all of you go
Get a
to.
long rest.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you know what time it is that you fall asleep? I'm just curious.
No, probably midnight.
No, you went to sleep at 9 p.m. in the evening.
It's like
Easy day.
Yeah, I'd like to say it was pretty impressive to be drinking for 9 hours.
Yeah, because we started at noon.
Yeah.
So we
Well, I
went
mean-
pretty good.
Well, yeah,
Very
you.
adventurous.
I mean, here's the thing. What's a little adventure without a little bit of fun, you know?
Exactly.
Character
A
development.
little character development.
Oh, yeah. As you see, you now figure out that Callie is a fucking beautiful creature and or menacing when she's 6 foot tall. But besides that, yeah, everybody has a long, sleepless, well, very sleepless night actually. So Terry.
Yep.
You feel bruised after being kicked multiple times and you have a hangover.
Terry's knocked out on the floor because he got knocked out. Vorm's knocked out because he just passed out on the middle of the... I imagine they're laying next to each other.
Terry, you just suddenly just open your eyes and your fucking face starts to hurt as you realize the last the last moment previously you had was a fucking large bee lady kicking you in the face. As you have a fucking you're on two medium-sized bear pelts, and have a fucking cloth over you. As you kind of just wake up and you don't know what time it is. It's completely dark. You feel the floor is warm, but the air is cold. As you hear a blizzard is raging. The blizzard is raging outside.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yeah, so okay, so Terry would wake up from a nightmare at this point.
He has a nightmare of a foot coming towards his face.
Some of it might be bee related, we are unsure.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Okay, look, if Terry doesn't have a phobia of bees beforehand, it might be developing now. Oh goodness, but yeah, but I'm guessing he wakes up hungover.
Yes, you do.
So I'm gonna cure myself of that little problem.
Just
healing hands.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be more like
points.
Healing hands
gone.
on your face. Is this just does that actually just mean you rub your eyes? You're just like,
I literally rub my eyes, drunk, hangover, gone. I am truly the most magical here.
So yeah, you're just looking around. Maybe an inch off the floor is warm. The rest is fucking cold as shit. But besides that, yeah.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity, and to those who aren't blanketed, I'm just gonna drape a blanket over them, and
I imagine you see Jin. At some point, he got up and like stumbled, and he like sat next to Julie's bed and in his meditative with his legs crossed, and you see a sword in his lap, like he's taking up guard for Julie.
nice.
And he's just meditating. There's a sword in his lap.
Is he snoring while he meditates? That's the real.
No, but he's not snoring. But you can like how people's eyes move, like sleep and stuff. Like you just see his eyes. It's like he's just moving. Or his eyes are moving around, but he's like not really looking at anything. But he's just like meditating.
So he kind of makes he makes his way downstairs, and
I mean, how? The door is locked.
It's locked. Just straight up locked.
Just walk straight into the door. Ow.
Straight into the door.
He tries to open the door.
Doesn't help the hang.
He expects it to open, and he just walks into it.
Just, like,
hits his head.
No, like I just like pull the doorknob, it's like in the walking motion, and just like bonk. And at this point, like, I'm just going to try to just lightly force this door open. I'm guessing it's not the highest of quality locks, given, you know, it's an indoor tavern door.
I mean, the locks on the inside, you just unlock.
Wait, oh, right. You know, I am kind of stupid, you know. I'm kind of retarded here.
Do you wanna?
Takes the key and unlocks it, and...
Yeah.
I mean, I have the key.
Wait, what do you have the key?
I picked up the key when it was slid on the door. I was like, ooh, shiny.
Shiny, you goblin.
So I have the key.
So,
But I mean,
okay,
is there a key? Is there a key
Terry's-
lock on both sides, or is there like just a lock?
I'm done with this key now. I'm just forcing this door open as lightly as I possibly can and just mending it afterwards. No. Get this key
roll
crap out of here.
roll me a straight check. Alternatively, you can just jump through the window. It's only like what, 10 feet drop.
It's
Yeah,
tempting, but I'm not.
You'll only take 1d6 damage. That's all.
13. That should be enough for this door.
Yeah, you just fucking kick, just like slightly gently, just fucking force kick it like a fucking fireman. Just
You're just
I'm
like.
assuming they're very blackout drunk still. I'm not drunk, tired. I'm hoping that didn't wake them up. I'm just gonna close the door, mend it. We're gonna go on and order them some food for their morning.
Okay. So since I'm meditating this, I imagine this kicking the door would like snap me to alert. I snap alert and like grip the sword not to slash someone. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I have a sword in one hand and I have a key in the other hand. I'm like, hell happened?
A noticeable giant Terry no longer in the center of the floor. No, so I would order just like a hearty meal, something to help absorb the alcohol is probably well within the bloodstream and leaving by now, but
So yeah, so I have a very peculiar question. So
Yes.
you mend the door, because you basically busted like the piece that held the metal bar, like you
as
broke
delicately as I possibly
it.
could.
Yeah. And
Just Spider-Man
you see that there's like quite a few footsteps of mud that lead into the other rooms. I assume that's the other people that were here. You go to the floor. You see the fire is still going, and you see Dovkin and the Goliath cook are by one table, just sleeping. And you see there's a lot more ale.
They had a drinking game themselves.
You know, okay, this sounds a bit silly, but I am gonna take some time and start cleaning up the bar while kind of and look, if there's enough time, I am going to attempt to make some food. We're going to make an attempt, guys.
Oh no, we're gonna blow up the tavern because of him.
Do you have proficient with cook's utensils?
No, I'm not a great
no.
chef. I was brought up on a farm. We did cook a lot of our own food. I'm not completely incapable.
I mean, here's the thing. There's still the big iron pot.
Okay, well I'll reheat that if it's.
Yeah, there's still stew in it. You see, you smell
I'll just
it.
reheat that. I'm gonna pick the lazy route here.
Yeah. But yeah, looking around, you hear the winter's wind surrounding the outside, and yeah, it's quiet. Everybody's sleeping. You don't know where the barmaid is. On the first floor, there's well, with your past perception, behind what's it called? Oh yeah, that looks good. But behind the counter, there's a trap door, and where, like, way behind the counter, like to the side, there's additional like door that leads to somewhere else. And of course, there's the staircase upstairs, and there's a door to the outside. But yeah, what would you like to do? Besides, cooking food.
After that, I'm kind of like this was the main goal here. Just prep morning for the lot. If the bar's cleaned up, the stew is done. I'll be waiting them to wake up, and we'll see what they come up with.
Okay.
I'll just be reminiscing, looking out the window at a storm.
Okay. So yeah. So roll me a perception check as you look over the windows, and the windows are
an elemental.
You see, here's the thing, oh my fucking god, you see absolutely nothing, because there's a few, like, there's still a fire slightly going in the fireplace. You see there's like water dripping from the fireplace as you realize, that the snow is slowly but surely getting in. You see that, snow is outside, it's snowing, it's windy. But yeah, it takes some time, but slowly and surely you fix the place up. And everything is kind of back to normal, except for the fucking deer, you savage.
The deer. I can't mend that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Also, you finally get your fucking sword back out of the fire.
That sword was in the fire the whole time, so it's been like roasting.
Okay, so Terry,
yes.
As you pull out the sword, there's a singular cinder print of a cat in the middle of its blade.
Of a cat?
Of a cat.
My question. Does the paw look about the same size as the one that tried to get into our room?
Jesus Christ, that's all the specific thing. Roll me investigation.
Fair enough. Alright, that's a +3 for me. 12, just slightly above average.
I mean, it looks like a cat's paw, but how many, like, here's the thing. The whole blade, like the actual blade with most of its hilt, has been in the fire. You chucked it, and as you dig it up, you just find the footprint of it.
I'm sorry, wait, no, look, are we considering here, there is no way a normal cat can just walk onto the blade while it's on fire.
Essentially, yes.
I'm gonna assume this is the familiar, and so, like, I'm just gonna, like, full awareness that in most likelihood that she is probably not watching us, but on the off chance of, like, hope you had a nice night, next time feel free to teleport in. Wait, why did I just say that? Terry regrets. I'm taking that back.
You say that. You say that.
It's been said.
So,
I said it like
Vorum.
Mm-hmm.
Of Terry being like, invitation granted. Vorum.
I'm sorry, Vorm.
You're the first to wake up with a slight hangover, and all of a sudden, you just hear a sudden a knock. Who knocked? So you just hear this like you wake up, you're physically there, but you have a headache, and you feel a bit sick, and all of a sudden, as you like try to like a bit stretch, all of a sudden you feel something slightly heavy on your chest, and all of a sudden you hear and feel the vibrations of purring. Terry regrets. If we make a shirt that's called Terry regrets, it's not a fucking shirt. It's a fucking it's a robe.
Or sweatshirt.
Ugly sweatshirt party. When?
Terry regrets mother and cream pie.
As you open your eyes, you see the familiar cat that belongs to a very particular person.
Well, drunk Vorum is nice for him, so I will just.
Well, I guess he isn't.
Not drunk Vorum, hungover Vorum.
Yeah, sorry, hungover Vorum. He has no room for anger. He just cuddles the cat.
It does not resist your attempts to pet the cat and cuddle the cat and nuzzle the cat. As you're chilling in the bed with the cat and minding your own business.
After I have pet the cat to a sufficient degree, I will roll out of bed and then make my way out of the, like, his brain is working at like 10% power, out of the room and then downstairs.
Well, all of a sudden, bong, the door.
He's holding his head and he's just boom. What is this? Oh, it's the door.
Find door. How open door?
He's like hungover, like trying to like twist the door down. He's like, how open? How open? What out? Head hurt. What out?
Head hurt. Eyes no see. Ringing.
Ringing?
Ringing ears.
Vietnamese
fluffy
flashbacks.
Animal not enough to heal. Must escape.
Vietnamese flashbacks.
Well, do I successfully open the door?
Well, no, but all of a sudden you just
no,
but all of a sudden from the other side you just see a slight shimmer of blue.
Oh no.
And the door automatically unlocks as you make your way through. A person from the other side greets you.
I'm sorry, Vorm.
Uh-oh, go ahead, Vorm.
Your pal, your buddy, your waifu, your yandere. 6 souls.
Yes, go, Vorm.
I'm just like squinting eyes. I'm just like, I just go. There's like a part of his brain is like, oh fuck, and then the other half's just like, you know what? I can't escape in this situation, so I just kind of like, I just smile. I'm like, hi.
He just shrugs and he's like, hey, how you doing?
She just kind of smiles and just says, good morning. I hope you slept well.
I'm like, yeah, I slept pretty good. What time is it?
4:37 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, that's awful. I've made a terrible mistake.
The exact time to the minute.
She's like,
to the second.
I've made a terrible mistake, and I turn around. I don't even bother trying to like shut the door. I just turn around, go back to the bed, and fall back on the bed. I mean, yeah, Vorum is not functioning yet.
Terry, you hear loud stomps that are going downstairs, and you see the familiar Six Souls just kind of making its way down.
Yeah, I kind of wait, so it's her.
Yeah, it's her. And she has
pat the seat next to me.
she basically looks at you, acknowledges you, but does not make any fucking facial motion. She looks around, looks at the drunken Goliath and the dwarf, and looks over their fucking rings, and fucking finds like a few fucking like half drinking what's it called?
Ale?
Yeah, ale. And she just pours it all in a single tanker and takes it. And then she sits beside you, Terry. Just without a single fucking word, she just fucking chugs it. She chugs it all down.
Oh man!
I don't even look. I can just hear exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
No visual input needed to the dramatic actions that are being taken here. It sucks.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah, no, that's out loud.
She finishes the drink, just kind of puts the tanker down, and just kind of takes a deep sigh with a, yeah. And she just kind of spins blankly.
You the religious type, or Terry trying to how do I make conversation with the person that had me in prison just 24 hours ago?
She looks at you and says, "Well, I was raised in a monastery, but I'm not a religious type by the least."
Oh, I was raised in a church. That one burned down though, but yeah.
Well, my monastery also got burned down.
Really?
Well, she kind of thinks to herself, but a bit actually worse. Everybody was probably eaten and then killed.
Jeez, mine were just killed.
Gnolls are a savage race.
Yeah. And look like you need another drink.
No, yes. Stop burning all the churches. How do you think these people get made?
Wait, we had 3 canon church burnings. No, I don't. To be fair, I was not there. Bandits were left over, but that was a long story within itself.
And we got betrayed from within, and that's also a very long story. So if you know where to find more drink, please do. I
know exactly where. I just cleaned this entire place up.
Okay.
So he points in the direction where there's supposedly more drinks.
She literally grabs like the whole barrel she just has, like a whole, you know those barrels that hold I don't know, like 60-70 liters, or what's it got, like 500 ounces.
My goodness.
Yeah, and she uses a spell to lift it up, and she just kind of puts it on the table and just starts drinking from it. Sometimes from the kegs, not sometimes from the tankers, so she just fucking from the tap.
Julie, are you sure that was the first building you burnt down? Are you the source of all of these problems?
I just a series of church burning. Julie just going to each church, just burning it down, accidentally starting tragic backstories for half the people.
Julie's just dreaming of fire right now.
Wait, he looks over at her now really just drinking her. How did you meet Vorm? He has a very particular set of skills.
Oh, those are the particular set of skills I was looking at the time, and he did everything to the fullest extent. And I liked him for that.
Huh. Yeah. Probably wouldn't have liked me like 10 years ago. See, I was I was sent out on a cart ride, and at the end of it, I had not only managed to get scammed out of the money for the supplies and the supplies themselves, but also lost the cart and the donkeys.
That's
how
rough.
bad I. He was a really convincing salesman.
You see just she brings, and she basically makes her like her hair was neat. Now it's all messy as she like has like this like wild hair on her. Just she kind of just keeps drinking and mind her own business.
You know what? If you want to get with Vorm, talk about rocks and sewers. He's really good with those. No joke. We've never got lost with him holding a map. And he
When he held it once, I think.
She
He had a map.
She was about to take another swing. He just kind of stops, puts the tankard down, looks at you. You're not joking?
Okay.
I feel like Vorum is
I got
just
some
upstairs.
stories for you.
He's like senses something is wrong. Vorum's like, I have two choices. I either stay here and pretend everything's fine, or I go downstairs.
I sense a disturbance.
I sense a disturbance.
Yeah. Yeah, so
In the rock.
So again, Julie, you same with Vorum, wake up. It's early, it's a bit cold, you're feeling hangover, but you're fine. And you see Vorum just like
He's not even asleep, he's just like on the bed.
not even not laying, just sitting.
I look over at Vorm, he's kind of like has his head in his hands. And I'm like, you okay there, bud?
I don't even look at you. I don't move at all. I just go, I don't know. I don't know when this happened. I don't know when my life left my own control.
Oh,
I don't know what decision I made.
I started looking around. I'm like, she's here, isn't she?
Callie.
I'm like, she's here. Because I recognize like the two.
What decision did I make?
I'm like,
Terry's just recounting stories with Vorm in the most stereotypical dwarf fashion he possibly can.
I feel like the hangover.
And here's the thing. 6 Souls writes that shit down. She's taking notes.
I feel the hangover, and I'm gonna use a lesser restoration to clear my hangover.
Vorm just sneezes.
And I'm like clear, focused, and I'm like, okay, so your girlfriend's here. Where's she at?
I just kind of, again, I don't even like move my head. I'm just like, I'm here. Where do you think she is?
Okay, so she must be downstairs. So why are you up here if she's down there?
Of course.
The first time I move my head and I look at you and I'm like, what do you suggest?
I suggest you go talk and get that. I immediately go into wingman mode.
I like get out of bed, I like walk over to him, I grab him by the shoulders and I like, listen. If I go down this road, one day I will wake up without kidneys. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But eventually.
I like put my hands back on his shoulders and I like cast Lester to clear his hangover. And I'm like, dude, she's got a thing for you. I don't think she's gonna kill you so long as you don't hurt her. Okay?
Oh, okay. That's easy. It's simple. I understand now. So tell me, Mr. Love Master, what exactly is the wrong thing to say?
I mean, just try not to break her heart, or she'll literally take yours. look, she has an obvious interest in you, man. Like, what's the harm?
Master again.
Boram just like doesn't say anything, just has flashbacks to like blood.
Just the blood
and,
no
and lots of
context.
dead people, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sure you're right. What have I got to worry about?
Wait,
Stand
Julie.
up.
no, like,
Julie, at this point, will sit up in bed, like rubbing her temples and look over. We both know he's not the best at being charming.
Yeah. I mean, tell her about your epic plans. The whole yeah. Tell her the story of how you got the plan and the art. You got she'll love that story. Yeah,
like, as
how
you
you
look
were
at
so
that, like-
confident. How you made someone have a breakdown.
You know, this does feel a bit similar to back then. A bunch of people telling me to do the thing, which sounds obviously stupid. Well, fuck it, yeah, sure, why not?
It's like I'm like
Yeah.
patting him on the back.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay. Say,
Choice
say,
of
everybody say it with me. Character development.
development.
Is
Like-
Gorham's character
like-
development just accepting his inevitable doom?
I'm like, look,
Even Ken is like, you got this.
You got this.
Oh no, yeah,
It's
no.
like, look.
Gorham's decided. He like stands up and he just like makes his way out of the room.
I mean, yeah,
Like
you
looks
could hit.
at the corridor. It does that thing where it like stretches in his mind to be like 1,000 miles long.
I mean, you're
Wait,
clear-headed now. I took away your hang. So you're focused.
That doesn't help the existential
Hold on,
dread,
guys,
though.
as Warren walks
That may
out,
have made
has
things
that look
worse.
of determination. Like I shake her and like say, look, that's the look about the plans. He's determined. The both of them.
I like,
Stand back and walks over to a different window.
I like look over at Julia's warm leaves the room. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
like as walking across the room and towards Warren. I'm like, don't worry, we have a lot in common.
So,
Not mentioning one part.
So what's the plan, Warren?
All right, Boro. I like go out the door and I'm like, you this Warren as he's walking down. You got this. And then I look back in the room and I'm like, Julie, Callie, get up, come on, we gotta go watch this. Come on.
You wanna watch?
Are you gonna wake up?
You wanna watch someone just die?
Wait. Are you gonna wake up Callie for this as well? Just like.
Oh yeah, Callie's just having like a nice little sleep.
I like see.
Being a bit of a buzzkill.
I'm like looking at Callie and I'm like, I get like flashes of a 6-foot bee and I like kind of go towards Callie and then I kind of like step back and I'm like, maybe not.
So,
Scary bees.
No one has bothered to cast Lesser Restoration on me. I'm still kind of hungover. And I'll start walking downstairs also.
So, Warren,
and use my mage hand.
as you wake up, as you walk down, the first thing you see is, of course, the fucking destroyed statue, the elk trophy, the fire, and it's immediately to your left you see the Dovkin and the Goliath with a bunch of things, and passed over you see a massive tankard on the table, and here's the thing, Terry, you immediately start to hear creaking of the stairs, and immediately see Sixels just look at.
And
Borum,
snaps 90 degrees over to the stairs.
And Borum, you immediately see as you like make your way down, and you start to see some ash in the air. You immediately see Sixels just staring at you. Now all her head are down. See that she has a tankard in her and she just
From behind Vorm, he just hears, "Go, man, you got this."
Vorm just like stops at the bottom of the stairs, kind of just takes this all in, sees her, and then just like puts on this really big smile, it is like so forced, but at the same time.
Oh my god.
And then you just
I
kind
had
of.
to turn off the jar. I can't.
Right.
So
I do.
So what? Six Souls looks a
gonna,
bit
like-
okay.
Okay.
Six Souls looks a bit confused, and then she gives you like a soft smile and just kind of lifts up a tankard towards you.
I will walk
Adora
over.
understands. She's learning.
They do move in herds. He walks over, and like on the way, where was this giant tankard of ale?
On the table
front of
that
her?
they're sitting, yeah.
It's on the table.
See, look, Terry's giving a thumbs up, but he's not giving it to Vorum. He's giving it.
Or like
it's
on
like-
the way, he'll find like.
A sociopath
mug.
giving a psychopath advice.
Do you see why Vorum's like a bit in a troublesome situation here? Julie probably wants him to die. Terry's just like, it'll be fine. If you die, you'll come back.
It's fine. You got this.
Callie, the only responsible adult, is sleeping.
Still in bed.
Oh god, yeah, he's gonna like find a mug on the way over. Like as a smile, like first thing he does, he gets to the table, he immediately pours a drink and just like downs it in one. Just like,
Good
oh,
sound.
I mean,
like,
she just
Feels
says.
comfortable enough to indulge in normal dwarf culture.
exactly.
I mean, she just says hey to you.
I kind of like, I look down at the mug. There's no more drink there. I'm like, oh shit. Turn and like with actually a nice smile. I'm like, hi. Sorry, I'm a little bit hungover. I'm not in the best state. How are you?
I've been better.
Oh, why? What's wrong? Meanwhile, he just like looks past, looks at Terry. You just see pure help me.
She looks at you and kind of smiles. Says, "No need for this fake smile. It's just that I overreacted, and I want to say sorry."
She's learning. She's evolving. Character development, guys. It's happening everywhere. Think about it.
Worm's actually a bit confused. Like, oh, sorry about what?
I'm not actually remember.
The whole, what happened when you wake up yesterday. The whole, she looks a bit. She looks a bit away. I overreacted, and I was just very glad that you're alive. That's all.
Worm's like nods head. He's like, me too. Awkward silence. And he's like, what's the cat's name?
She
Trying to find name.
takes a very deep sigh. I made it after you supposedly passed, and I named it after you.
The cat's name is Worm.
That's so sweet.
So wait, the cat's name is Worm?
Just kind of gives a nod, not even looking at you out of embarrassment. Terry, she's looking towards the window, but you can see her. She has like she's blushing red, and she looks like she's out of her element. either she's very guilty, or she's the drink. It's like she chugged like maybe 4 tankards of fucking drink before talking to Vorum.
You need a drink to make sense of a conversation with Terry.
Yeah, essentially.
I imagine this time that me and Julie made it downstairs. I cast Lesser Restoration on Julie so she can clear her hangover.
Callie is just the only one. How are you not awake to this, Callie? The noise, the chaos.
She had to put in extra effort last night. She's tired.
No, she's tired. Like she was over there snoring. Her bee legs are kicking. Like she's kicking out. Almost looks like a pup, like a puppy that's sleeping, running. It's like kicking out. We made it downstairs and see Vorum and his girlfriend like having this awkward conversation with Terry just smiling and nodding, like encouraging.
Terry's just like uncomfortably close.
I'm at a different table, to clarify.
Oh, you moved to a different table?
Yeah, no, I'm like, okay, so you guys are like at the one of the entrance window tables, and I'm the one across the door from you.
So,
Vorum's like, he's like, how fluffy is the cat? I don't ask this. I just, how fluffy is the cat?
cat overall is very fluffy.
Vorum approves.
Two-thirds of it you assume is fluff, and the rest is, the cat.
Vorum is like.
I look over at Julie and I'm like, hey, maybe you could put on some music. Set the mood for them. help calm them, kind of ease the tension.
Like subtle music.
Right, I will pull out my violin and very gently set like some mood music for them. And while I'm doing that, I'll also mage hand and get some coffee and bring it over to myself.
Right. I like walk over and start like fixing bowls of stew for me and Julie.
Who's
as
making
I walk past, I'm like making eye contact with Vorm, like, you got it.
Who's making breakfast again?
Terry made warmed up stew.
Yeah, there's a stew out there.
He made stew.
The bar is strangely clean.
So I'm just fixing bowls. I'm like looking at Vorm, like, and nodding towards his girlfriend. I'm like, you got this.
I like how you've already dubbed it that.
I mean, Julie is already like, yeah, it's your wife. It's like, damn, bro.
I mean, you just start hearing the soft music as Julie starts playing.
Oh, goodness. She wasn't blushing before.
Vorum's like
somehow Vorum has turned into the power player in this relationship.
I don't think so. I think they're both equally awkward. Just for very different
so quietly
reasons.
Singing That's Amore.
I guess what I'm asking them, how did you find us? I suppose we weren't gone very long and we haven't traveled too far, but have you been keeping an eye on us?
Yes, but also no. I was notified about a particular set of individuals, mainly Julie, and then somebody looked awfully. She kind of paused it. It's an odd thing when somebody cared for just reappears.
Are there any like candles or anything around?
Oh
like
my
that?
god! You stop it! It's like 5 in the morning. Why are you trying to make it like?
No, the only source of like light is the campfire and the cauldron that holds the stew.
I'm like looking for some, like trying to get some mood.
Press the digitation a candle in between them.
Oh my
Right.
Just kind of like slides into view.
I like go over and I like have a refill for
This year.
refill it. I like sit down 2 bowls of stew, and then I refill Vorum's mug. And I just give Vorum a wink and walk.
At this point, I'm gonna go complete this party set. Wait, I'm gonna go get Callie up.
Okay. So yeah, Warren, what are you gonna say?
Damn it, I spelled it wrong.
I do have what's funny.
What are you gonna do?
Shit, oh god, I'm trying to think. I'm actually trying to think, like, out of character. Like, what the fuck do you ask?
That's the fun part. You don't.
You don't.
Exactly.
Hey, Morum, there's a
You
good saying. If you don't know what you can think of, just follow your heart. If not, follow your gut. If not, follow your shit.
You can do this. You got this.
Motherfuckers, you're making it so much worse.
Like you hear, I like take out this ending. You hear it in your head. Like, you got this, man.
Vorum like just looks deep into his drink, and then he's like,
like compliment her hair.
Her hair, her mustache.
Is that like the stage we're at? Like that basic?
I like how you kill people. I mean, that's another direction you can go.
I'm like,
I love how
tell her about the story.
Tell him about
the story.
Tell her about the plan
story.
Tell her about the plan story.
About the plan? Oh, okay. And I turned back to him like, so basically, we met this guy, right? And he was kind of dead, but not. Anyway, he was in Terry's head over there. And just the other day, he's like totally forgetting the fact that she's part of like a religious order. Just the other day.
Probably
Sorry, what?
So you tell her the tale of the plants without the videos, and just, yes, I knew what you did because I was there. I saw you.
Oh no, I'm not telling her that story. So just yesterday, we were in this cave.
They're gonna talk about the child murder? The child murderer.
Oh, you see, we have this one friend called Ducklick. And
she knows who Ducklick is.
Due to events, we needed to kind of give him a body. And it was this, and basically I basically repeat literally what happened yesterday. And I'm just like, eventually halfway through, I'm like, oh yeah, she's part of a religious order. Maybe I shouldn't be mentioning aiding, like, creating a lich. But by then I'm so far into the story, I'm just like, oh, just keep going. Keep going.
I mean, she is a part of the Platinum Sea, so she does know about Ducklick.
Still. I don't know exactly what the rules are.
So as she like listens to you, can see that she gets more and more drunk by the amount of alcohol she consumes.
Excellent.
And as
brilliant.
She gets
4 in the morning.
How does it?
How drunk she getting?
So I mean, at the moment it's like 5 a.m. in the morning. But as your story hand says, she
Hold up confidence for what she's about to do to you.
Yeah.
Ritual you go through.
She drinks. She looks at you. She smiles, and when she finishes the story, she says, "You know, for assisting of making a lich outside the parameters of the Platinum Seas, you should be hanged, and your soul should be crushed into tiny pieces and spread across the maelstrom."
That happened to me once. I'm just kidding.
But I think I'll let it slide.
Ooh, that's some slide.
I imagine I was coming over and like kept refilling both their sherry. I just happened to hear that, and I like wink at Vorm, and I'm like, "You got it. You get this."
So she says, "I'll let it slide.
Casual.
If you accompany me upstairs."
Oh man!
As she grabs one of your hands.
Oh man! I turn away from the table as I'm walking away.
You
I pull out.
I'm not horny, 6 souls. I'm sorry that you did the fucking 1% run.
Oh no!
Orm's like, he's thinking. He's like, oh fuck, what?
You hear in your mind as I use the stone, and I'm like, you go, get that, you go.
Vorm eventually is just like, you know what? I can't see any way out of this.
I'll use the stone to send a message to Callie. Leave the room now. Trust me.
Yes, another.
Isn't it Terry up there with me?
Yeah, I'm waking up.
I imagine the stone's buzzing just like a phone.
I like quickly buzz Terry. I'm like, Terry, get Callie out of there now, run!
I pick up Callie and get out of the room as quickly as possible.
I'm like, this is an emergency.
Jump through the window.
I jump through the window. Yes, I'm taking Callie and jumping through the window.
Callie's asleep, and all of a sudden she just scooped that in the bed.
Yeah,
She's like, what the fuck?
And Terry, if Callie asks, you could just say revengeance.
Revenge.
So
Vorm is just like he's basically being almost dragged along. He's just like, I see no way out of this.
I'm like, like so Vorm, I'm like, you got this, man. You show them. You show them that dwarven fortitude.
Yeah.
I just imagine one of those shitty motivational fucking guys like 4 a.m. wake up, 4:30 have stew and ale, 5 a.m. go fuck your meandering GM.
Come on.
Good.
Tight schedule.
Tight schedule, yeah.
Boring schedule, oh boy.
Oh,
It's like,
But-
this is like every other Friday.
So yeah, so it's all vacant upstairs as you're being led.
I imagine like I'm shoved through the door and I just see like a flash of someone jump out the window.
Freezing in there.
like you see the last part as he starts to tumble down. You're like, what was that? And it's just like a second.
Yeah. So yeah, what are the rest of you doing? Guess Vorm is not preoccupied.
I mean,
I know at least for 2 of you people, there's literally that fucking NASA, like the moon landing was successful, everybody's just fucking celebrating.
I'm gonna make my way, like, Callie's probably still half asleep or, like, completely awake, just in shock. And
Completely awake?
she's just in shock as she's looking around like, I was in bed, and now I'm outside.
Right, so you know those dreams where you, like, wake up, like, from falling and you've fallen off your bed? That's just to this extreme.
She's looking, she's like kicking out and slapping it.
So all of a sudden you just see fucking, like, here's the thing, Terry,
Yes.
Callie, there's like good 2 feet of snow outside. Just fucking plummet into the fucking snow. And now it's cold, very cold.
I'm gonna take her, and I can take the con, but I know her con's probably in the negative.
It's fine. It's like you're literally outside the fucking place. It's not like
I thought it was a blizzard out.
I mean, you're right outside. It's not like you can't go to the door and come in.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
I have a +1 Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think you could keep in body heat with like the frame of a literal bug, but
I imagine like now that like warms upstairs and stuff. Now me and Julia just.
So yeah,
you just see me walk upstairs, and then you see me coming through the front door with Callie.
Okay. Yeah.
I just give you a thumbs up as you come in, like success.
So I have a very the city has fallen and I am still alive. Okay, so I guess with that we could end it because it's been 4 hours. How do you say?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Gosh.
We went an extra hour.
like a good thing.
So
Man.
to put a TLDR, what happened? You killed the drow. You
Killed me.
You made the lich. You got back to the previous place you've been. You had a very nice, wholesome interaction in the evening. You lost 210 gold. You slept well, and Worm got laid.
Yep. We played a whole extra hour just to get.
So you got 15 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want before shutting the stream down with no survivors.
I took child murderer quite literally.
Julie De Silva still proves she's the greatest bot, even drunk.
You're welcome, Warren.
When we find some weird, absolutely weird NPC, I